Today at Empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really, really, really good guitar solo.
Harry Douglas here. Say goodbye to bulky, clunky shavers that clutter your bathroom. Not only do you get an incredible shave, Panasonic's Palm Razor has a sleek, elegant design that adds a touch of sophistication to your bathroom. It also conveniently charges with a USB cord. Visit shop.panasonic.com/sports to shop for the Palm Razor. Use promo code Harry for 10% off exclusively for ESPN radio listeners. That's shop.panasonic.com/sports, promo code Harry.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason pulled a Mason and called in sick on the day of the show.
Here we go. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Thursday. Let's get it, yo. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. One time ever have I called in on the day of the show and said I can't come in.
Patently false.
That's patently true.
That it happened.
That's 100% absolutely true.
It is not true in the slightest. Actually,
yeah, no, it's 100%.
It was like 3 times in a 3-week span.
No,
that's why he was talking about that.
Okay, can I ask you, when was the last time it happened?
It has not happened in a while.
Okay, so can we kill that damn intro piece?
No.
And can we also always get the jingle?
I win. Best show on the radio.
It is pretty catchy.
It is catchy.
It is pretty
I like
catchy.
it. So Bergman's here.
I am for
Andy's coming in.
Yes.
I brought you in from the producer slot because I don't like being in this room by myself.
Right. Yeah, you don't like to. You have to look. You like
I'm
looking
used
at
to-
someone across the
Yeah,
room.
see, to me, radio is interactive, right? I've done solo shows. I don't enjoy solo shows. It's not really my jam. I like mixing it up with people. Mason. That show was much. By the way, that was Mason and Friends. Just to be clear,
Yeah. See,
That was Mason and Friends.
We all love the and Friends moniker.
right?
It's the best one that
Yeah,
you can get.
it worked
actually.
that time, though.
It always works.
Andy was one of the friends.
Was he one of the
Yeah,
friends
he
who
was one
come
of
in?
the
Remember
friends. Brian-
Sedano and Friends? Sedano and Friends.
I remember Shadano and Friends.
Yeah.
But my friends on Mason on the Mason show were Andy, Brian,
So both Kamenetskis.
both Kamenetskis, and Fred Rogan.
Fred Rogan was part of Mason and Friends?
Yes,
Wow.
he was part of Mason and Friends.
And now he's the enemy.
Now he is the enemy. My mom and not stepdad Leo watch him every night on the local news out in Palm Springs.
Well, that's because they're friends now, right? Like they
They're
go
friends.
out to dinner.
They're very tight. They went
They
to.
have
He took
drinks.
them to lunch, which was a really nice thing. Yeah, people think we all hate each other, but we actually all like each other.
It's just you and Hartman that hate each other.
Yeah, no,
actually,
Hartman, don't even
you
start
hate
me on
Hartman,
Hartman.
but Hartman.
How do you know
doesn't-
that? How do you know Hartman?
Well, I like
doesn't hate
Hartman.
me?
Hartman is a friend
But how do you know he doesn't hate me?
because I don't think Hartman actually hates any. I don't think he has the capacity to hate anybody.
Oh no, he's a hater. Total
He's a
hater.
great guy. He's
Total
a great
hater.
guy.
Yeah.
But either way, he's just like this human encyclopedia. It's nuts.
So I wanted to shout out us
Us.
because I got word that the other day was the Southern California Sports Broadcasters Luncheon.
Oh, we didn't go to it this year.
We did not go,
Forgot
but
about
Ireland and I won LA Sports Talk Show of the Year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
got another trophy for the mantle.
Yes. Are they going to send it? It's a Bob Miller trophy
It's
again?
it's another Bob Miller. Yeah,
Look
I've
at
got a
you.
line of Bob Miller trophies now.
Will it say Ireland and Mason this time like it did a couple
No,
of years
it
ago?
will not.
No,
It will
say-
not.
will say
I think Pete Arbogast gets this right.
Well, he better because
Yeah.
he knows where his butter is bread now. Bread is butter?
His butter is bread.
I flipped it.
Yeah.
I flipped it.
You
What are
got
you going to
it.
do?
Close.
You know what I was talking
Right,
about.
right.
You know what I was doing.
So I thought this was super interesting. There is a big investigation now in the NBA. You probably remember Jonte Porter last year was involved in an incident.
Toronto.
Where he was
which
in
is-
Toronto and he was shading his numbers, sitting out games or playing games. Now it turns out that he was not alone. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, while he was in Charlotte, on March 23rd, 2023, he played less than 10 minutes and received a strong amount of betting interest on his unders. So, it is so easy to rig this. Seriously. Terry
really is.
Rozier, if the over-under number is 10, I'm just going to take some time away. I'm going to my leg hurts, my hair hurts, my teeth itch, whatever it is, I'm going to stay out of that game, and I'm going to help somebody else make a whole bunch of money.
Do we know what he did in that game to leave and only play 10 minutes? Because when he was there, I believe he had like a $96 million contract. He was actually like a highly paid player for that team at the time.
Okay, so let's see. The FBI was alerted to unusual betting activity in a game between Charlotte and New Orleans. The league conducted an investigation, did not find a violation of NBA rules. He says the NBA says we're now aware of an investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York. He says he was fed some inside info that Rozier was leaving in the first or second quarter, depending on the flow and in the live line, so that his unders would hit. The user posted a photo of Rozier's unders on FanDuel, a $122 bet, which was worth $100 in profit. Prior to being acquired by the Heat, Rozier averaged 23.2 points per game with the Hornets, fell dramatically. So, Brian, I can't believe that Terry Rozier and Jonte Porter are the only guys doing this.
Me neither. And Rozier's actually a name that's a little more well-known, too. Like, Porter's brother was a little less, never really heard of him. But
right.
Terry Rozier, know exactly who
Scary
that
Terry.
is. Right, exactly. It's crazy. I was just looking at Sleeper the other day, too, and there was somebody before on the Phillies team that their over-under was 1.5 points.
Right.
And I was just thinking that, like, this doesn't even make sense. One basket kind of seems fishy, didn't end up hitting.
Yeah,
but
did not hit.
Yeah, it was out there. Like,
Yeah.
somebody could have bet on that, and I don't know. The whole thing is it's crazy.
Yeah, I think, and this is, for me, the tip of the iceberg, because think about this. College kids? Tell me there are not college kids out there who have a whole bunch of money waved in their faces
Of course they're going to take it.
to do more or less than, more than, whatever that happens to be. And I think it's impossible to police.
It is almost impossible because you never can tell. Like with Terry Rozier, he could have said like, "Oh, my knee hurts and I can't play the rest of the game." He was injured a lot.
Yes.
During that time when he was with Charlotte, so that could have happened more than one time. So now it's like you were saying, Brian. It's not just Jonte Porter, who no one's ever heard of. Terry Rozier is a legitimate
real
NBA
player,
player that was actually a good player, made a lot of money. That means that it can go over to other people as well. And so easy. Now you're just going to have to look back at people and say, you only played 2 minutes in that game.
Why?
Yep. And that's a problem. That's a big-time scandal in this league now that's going to be hard to police.
Yeah, I think across sports it's now an issue. And, think about this. College basketball, college football. All of these women's college basketball. There are like so many things you can actually wager on, and they're really easy to manipulate if you're an individual player. If somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, I'll give you $5 million if you do this," it's like,
of course you're going to take it.
Okay, I can shade my numbers this way or that way. It doesn't have to be throwing a game. It's just your own performance.
This was 1919 for the Black Sox, right? The same type of thing that happened. You kind of felt that, that hasn't happened for a long time. And then you got to it was a referee. It was Tim Donaghy. That was a big scandal. All got pushed away. But these things are going to continually happen throughout history and especially with like you're saying, with the amount of betting that is involved now. It can go to anybody at any time in any sport.
Right.
This is now a worldwide thing.
Yep, it is. And I don't even know how you fix it.
And I feel like these guys are well aware of like the situation of most of these bets that don't hit. If a guy doesn't play 8 minutes, it gets voided. So
right.
there is like a certain line too of they have to play a certain amount of minutes or do something.
In mine, when I've done that in the past for Sleeper, if he doesn't come back for the second half,
right, they'll just void it out.
It voids it out. So I think what this is walking into a casino and betting over whatever whatever number. I don't think it's like Sleeper that's necessary, or DraftKings or any of those guys. I don't think it's them. I think it's actually people who walk into the casino and say, "Hey, I know for a fact Terry Rozier is leaving that game early. Give me the under."
We don't know how. At least I don't how it works in any other state, because in California we're only allowed to use certain types of betting apps.
Correct. Yeah,
we can only use Sleeper, Prize Picks, those types
of
things.
But remember,
but other places can use anything.
Yeah, most states now. When I say most, I'm not sure. Parker, you're acting as our producer. How many?
Oh, is this
Parker,
what's happening?
Hi, Parker. Are you a producer now? Parker Bell?
There we go. Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to sit in here to fill space, just to make things feel natural.
You know what I always say? The great thing about Parker, he can fill space.
The chat was asking for it, the YouTube chat, of course.
That's an impressive gift. So just the ability to fill space.
I think not many people can do it.
No, not many people can do it as well as you're doing it right now.
You have to be the right type of person to fill space.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's awkward.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's interesting as hell. And I don't know where it goes, but the feds are involved, and the feds are going to find out what's really going on.
It's going to get gigantic. This isn't something that I feel like is going to go away, because when it was just Jonte Porter, we all said, okay, yeah, whatever. It's one guy. But now with Terry Rozier being a part of it, it's going to start to explode. All
right, coming up next for you, the nickname that Eagles players have given to Saquon Barkley. It's a good one. We'll do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason and Ireland.
You know what my favorite part of all those shows are? It's the voice guy. I like the voice guy,
First Take is being presented by Coors Light.
You know how much he makes?
How much does he make?
Oh.
Really? But I'll do it half price.
Sports Center is being brought to you by Coors Light.
You sound like the professor in The Simpsons right now.
No, I sound exactly like the dude.
Sedano and Cap tomorrow at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at...
Hey guys, it's Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodriguez, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
From Sunrise to Tampa, the Kings have traveled across the state of Florida to battle the Tampa Bay Lightning. Drew Doughty made his season debut last night for LA and didn't miss a beat.
Felt amazing, honestly. But early on, that's the most nervous I've been playing in a hockey game. My first shift, probably since, honestly, my first NHL game. Like, no matter how much you practice and get that work in, nothing's like the speed of a real game. There's stuff moving all over the place, and you got to make plays quick. So I got better as the game went on personally. Felt better and more comfortable, and honestly, by the third, I felt completely like myself.
It's the Kings and the Lightning, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on the all-new ESPN LA app.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho. Hey, John Ireland here. Are you going through a life change? Whether you're downsizing, inheriting a home, or ready for a change, Seller's Advantage is here to make selling your home easy. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs, no hassle. With Seller's Advantage, you're in control. Close as quickly as you want and do it on your own terms. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you can get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Shadano is so pissing me off right now.
Shadano? What?
Yeah.
What do you do?
So he's in the same fantasy basketball league
Did he
as
pass you?
I am. No.
No, you laugh like, how could he pass me?
I scoff. I
I
scoff.
scoff in your direction.
I'm in second. George told me he got a whole bunch of injuries, and he did, and so he's sort of tanking the season and playing for a draft pick next year, I suppose. But I have offered him what I think is a very fair trade that would put me over the top and give him 2 young keepers. So the idea is you get there are keepers in the league, right? You can keep them for up to 3 years based on where they're drafted. So I have offered him, and I don't know why he hasn't jumped at this, Dalton Connect as a 9th rounder next year and Eve Misi as a third. No. In other words, kind of you want it to be high.
Yeah. Why would you want a 9th round pick? Wouldn't you want Dalton Connect lower, like
No.
a 13th round pick?
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you're saying higher. Yeah. And Eve Misi, who's a 13th rounder next year, is probably going to finish second for Rookie of the Year in exchange for Dejounte Murray and P.J. Washington. And he won't even respond to me. I'm like, at least have the decency and the courtesy to respond to a trade offer.
We should just call him on the air and see
Call
if he'll
him.
do it. Let's
Call
call him right now.
Shadano.
Parker,
Seriously.
get back in your producer
Parker,
chair. You're
act
not
like
here.
a producer
Do you
again.
have his number?
Take up
Call
some
him on the
space and
hotline
call
and make
Shadano.
this happen.
And
Come on.
by the
What
way-
he's going to fill up space. Fill up the space.
Exactly. And another thing, I was thinking about this today. I actually pulled some clips from Rich Eisen's show. Why don't we get Rich Eisen on the show?
We can't. Well,
he's such a fun. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, he's really good. He's the only reason to watch the combine, just to see how fast
Correct.
he runs the 40.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Why did you shake your head? Is there some issue with
No,
Rich Eisen?
No.
Oh, okay.
Rich Eisen's fine. He's he's funny.
What about Joe Buck? Can't we
Buck-
get Joe Buck on
I
now?
have
Not
no-
calling the Super Bowl. Would love to have Joe Buck on.
Laura won't be.
Yeah,
back next
Laura
week.
won't be here.
No,
Troy
it's not-
Aikman. How about
now
Troy
it's
Aikman?
on me? Okay,
Now it is
fine,
on you.
Fine.
Troy
I'll go
Aikman, Joe
about it.
Buck, Rich Eisen. Let's go. Super Bowl. Let's roll.
Okay.
Do we get Shadano on the phone? No, nobody can call Shadano.
You go to line 11.
Parker. Oh,
Pick up
God.
the phone at the far
Parker
left
has
button.
just been fired as
Pick it up. You don't have to dial 1. Just
the
dial the
interim
number.
producer of Mason and Ireland. He's the interim producer. You know what? Once he goes, we'll get a dead producer bounce. All of a sudden, things will be really
Andy
good.
will come back in
Andy
here.
will come
I'll go back in there.
Exactly. While we're calling
Shadano?
I wanted to play. Okay.
You said you had something about Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Okay. So, Saquon Barkley, who is just ridiculously good. Do you have this? It's off the board. Okay. Ridiculously good. Listen to how Darius Slay describes Saquon Barkley.
We in training camp. He caught a screen. Boom. Man, he stuck his foot in the ground. Da-da, da-da. So I'm like, woo. And then, so we had a run play. Like, you know, guys got from A guy to B guy, da-da-da. Man, I saw him jump from boom, 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 hop, hop. And then I said, oh, yeah, Saquon, you going for 2,000. I said, oh, yeah, man, look, we call him Black Jesus around here.
Black Jesus around there.
He sounded like Chris Berman.
Bing, bing. Woo, woo, woo. Exactly. Do we have Shadano on the line? All right. George Shadano, what's going on, man?
What's up, Shadano?
What's up? What do you want to bitch about?
Okay, so here's the thing. I made a very generous trade offer to you via text yesterday in our fantasy basketball league, and you didn't have the decency or the courtesy to even respond.
Well, first of all, you already offered me that same package literally 2 days before.
Right, but I'm selling it
that
up
I
a little bit.
would
I got more information, for some background information. Does that not work
Right,
for you?
but no, it's literally the same thing. You just said a few different words. And I said to you at the time, I said, hey, I'm still canvassing the league because I only have one more keeper spot. So I got to figure it out. So, and by the way, you texted me in the middle of my production meeting yesterday, so I forgot that you had even texted.
I'm sorry. I don't have the schedule of your production meetings,
get it.
George.
You should know what he's doing at all times.
No, I understand, but I also I would say that I'm pretty good at getting back via text.
Mhm.
Historically, you've sent me a text, I text you back. You know,
Until
I would say
now.
better than you,
Yeah.
even though you aren't bad at it, but you will respond. Much to most people's chagrin who think you don't respond. But I'm just telling you, I have nothing new to add.
Okay,
to
so
the
how do I
conversation.
get you to a yes?
I don't know if there's I have to see what Trudell's going to do with Jalen Johnson first. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, he's out for the year, though.
Right, but it's not for this year. It's
Right,
for
it's
next
for
year.
next year. In other words, building like last year, I got Jalen Brunson in the late. I built my team around Jalen Brunson as a 10th round draft pick, and it's obviously worked. What happened to your team? You got injured, right?
Oh my God! I lost my best 6 players all in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah. It's a bummer. I would make a trade with me if I was you.
Of course you would.
Well, hold on a second. I'm walking the streets of San Francisco right now, and as we talked about yesterday, I feel great. It's a great day in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But what I was going to tell you, hold on. As I say that, there's some sort of silence.
Yeah.
No, it's just an ambulance. It's not like a police.
Okay.
officer.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Are you
So
in
anyway,
Union? Are you in Union Square?
I am. I'm walking to a restaurant to have lunch.
So what is the? Because I've heard.
We have to hang on for another.
hang on.
For another ambulance.
Another ambulance.
Hold on.
Okay, hanging on.
We don't even hear it.
I
to be
still
honest
didn't hear
with
him
you.
say
I don't-
yes to the trade. By the way, still did not hear a yes to the trade.
I would say, Mace, here's what I would say about the trade.
Yes.
Hard maybe.
Yeah. Because
Hard
would
maybe's
I do
good.
it? Would I do it for you? Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Absolutely, I would.
If you were in last
you're
place,
offering me. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let me just tell people what you're actually offering.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're offering me Yves Missi, okay, who's a 13th rounder, okay, who may or may not be in New Orleans' plans in a big way next year.
Are you kidding
Okay,
me?
so let's start
He's a
with that.
double guy.
Right, but he may or may not. It's not like I look at him as some foundational piece. And then the other player you're offering me is Dalton Connect.
Huge
who I also
upside.
don't necessarily, who I also don't feel like is some certainty that he's a foundational piece either.
Okay, so is this a no, a hard no, or a hard maybe, or a maybe?
It's just it's a hard maybe right now.
Okay, I will
gotta
accept
see
hard maybe.
Listen, you tell the little tyrant to get moving. He knows what's on my roster that he could have for Jalen Johnson. So tell the little dictator to get a move on, and then I'll figure it out from there.
By the way, the little dictator is running 9th right now in our league.
He
9th.
also has a lot of he's missing a lot of games.
Yeah.
So he can make a pretty big swing here pretty quick.
I'm beating him again this year. I beat him. I
So
beat
is
him
this-
once. I beat him. I know. He's really
I
good.
know. So did I.
Yeah.
Actually, the last 2 years, I won last year, and you won the year before.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, we are the powers in this league, despite what the little dictator thinks. By the way,
yeah, the little dictator. By the way, the little dictator was not thrilled. Like you should see. I wish I could go back and find the text. I may actually do it for the bit.
Okay.
When I text him about me winning the league, like me clinching winning the league.
Yes.
Like his response was basically to complain about what went wrong for him, as opposed to saying, "Hey, good job." Congrats.
Right. Of course.
no one wants to give credit.
You know the one guy I want to beat more than anybody, Shadano?
Man.
Jovan Buha. I want to beat Jovan Buha in this fantasy league. I
Why?
really do.
He's so nice.
He is a nice guy, but he's, in the league and super smart and all that stuff, and I would love to prove that somebody who's not in the league can beat Jovan Buha.
I would say this about Trudell's fantasy league. It's really hard if you've never played it. Like the
no
first
question.
year, I was not great at it either, and then I got better at it as time went by. And obviously, winning the league last year, but it took it took at least a year to figure out because we play by categories. It's almost like a baseball league with basketball being the backdrop.
Yes,
and
yes.
it's kind of challenging if you don't think about it by specific categories. So it's the construction of the roster is a little challenging. So I think Jovan will be fine moving forward. It's just a little rookie malaise, I would call it.
Yeah. All right, so I want to ask you, you're in San Francisco right now. Barkley says it's crawling with rats. What
No
San
rats.
Francisco?
Haven't seen any.
Not one rat.
San Francisco, San Francisco is not as big a mess as everybody says it's a mess, or is it?
Mace, I'm literally walking right next. I've just passed Union Square. Like,
Yeah.
I am passing the actual square of Union Square. It's totally fine. Like, people are on the street. There's people, doing their thing. There's someone here from the ACLU here next to me, just, making sure, getting people to sign up for the ACLU.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
People are shopping. People are moving. There's Waymos passing by. Yeah,
Nice.
things are happening.
Mace's favorite. Islander says there's a lot of homeless people that are consistently
Yeah, he says it's
around
just
there.
all homeless people.
That's it. There's no actual citizens. There's just homeless people.
Okay. I looked to my right. There were two with a backpack, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
That were just. But honestly, I'm like, those guys are dressed really nice for homeless people. To be honest with you, I was kind of surprised.
Suit and tie.
I didn't know if they were homeless, but then I could see the backpack being very big.
Yeah.
Obviously they're. Yeah, that changed the equation. But they got nice clothes. Good for them.
Now, are you doing a game tonight?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So you having lunch
We're off
with
today because of the Wizards game.
You having lunch with some big name?
Dinner.
Oh,
dinner with a big name.
Dinner with a big name.
Ooh. PJ?
Yeah. Nope. I'll just say I just tell you, it's me, Pash, and Bob Myers.
Oh,
Bob
nice.
Myers is
Oh,
doing
nice.
the games with us. Yeah.
Yeah, nice crew.
Pash seems like a great guy.
Oh my God, he's amazing.
All right. Shadano, let me know when you get to a hard yes, okay?
Okay, I'll let you know. But like right now, it's like I got to canvass the league.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood.
I'm
And-
canvassing. While I'm going to lunch, I'm gonna canvass some more. How about that?
Okay, that sounds good, man. Thanks. Have a good game tomorrow night. Or I guess maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't know what your schedule is.
Yeah. I'll be on Crosstalk tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, man. All right, there's George Shadano. Does he really a round of applause?
Yeah, look, anytime
He's here
somebody
all the
comes
time.
on, like if Beto
Walking
came
the
in here
streets,
right now,
San Francisco, come on.
Exactly.
Live
Nothing, what are you getting upset with Brian for?
I'm not upset with Brian. I just, I don't ever get a round of applause
You're
when
here
I
every
walk
day.
in. Yeah.
You're always here.
Thank you.
You're sitting down. You're not walking around.
Thank you. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel questions. I put some interesting stuff on there. We'll get to it coming up. In the meantime, let's tackle the age-old question. What do I get her for Valentine's Day? Don't stress. I got the answer. Send foolproof flowers from the Books Company, and wow, your Valentine's Day is going to go right. Get 25% off your entire purchase. Now, Books makes it simple. Choose the Quickie Bouquet. With the click of a button, get their best-selling bouquet right on time for Valentine's Day. It's the Quickie she'll brag about for weeks. Or how about this? Pick from their collection of unique modern designs, or you can get a flower subscription. That's the #1 husband life hack. Be the hero every month when she gets her flowers. You can't go wrong. Books, not just any flowers. The flowers are cut fresh from where they grow best, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last longer. Some are even grown on the side of a volcano. She will be blown away by how stunning they are. Valentine's Day, February 14th. It's right after the big game, so don't fumble the flowers. Get your order in right now. Go to Books.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books. Promo code ESPN for 25% off. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. after Greeny.
Where are your glasses? Psyched. I got them right here. I'm not. Okay. See, no, don't you start. I fixed me losing glasses.
I saw you get into, I don't want to say a panic. It wasn't quite a panic.
No, it was a panic.
You were like, where are my glasses? Where are they? Are they on my head? Are they on my shirt? I'm like, dude, just get one of those granny chains and hang them around your neck.
No, you sound like my wife. I'm not going to wear one of those chains. I'm not. I don't care how you dress it
like
up.
You
I'm
said,
not.
if you'd be thankful you're human and not a lion, or you would have been eaten by now.
I can still scrap. I just can't see up close.
You could granny chain it till you're in your 70s,
Lions
80s, 90s.
don't need to read like little screens. But I can still scrap.
You've at least blown up your font, right?
No.
Why?
No, because it's stupid. It's stupid. It's just
you
stupid.
You need to be able to see it.
Nope, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's like Isaac. I will not let the old men in. I can make my life easier, but I just won't do it.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Damon.
And we want to buy your house.
Let Seller's Advantage show you how we can give you more.
No fees, no commissions, and no repairs. Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days.
Check out our Google reviews.
And call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Hit it, Jack.
All right, here we go. Wheel of questions. I find this to be a little scary. Beto Duran is here. Can we get a round of applause for Beto?
It's the scary part.
Yeah.
No, you guys had a big-time guest in Sedano. That's a round of applause.
Correct, yes.
I'm just crashing this bizarro show. Parker producing Sedano on your show. I had to come in and make sure that the world's okay.
Weird.
He left his post again. If you're going to be a producer, you can't.
Yeah, he is.
He's also running the YouTube.
He's running YouTube too. Yeah,
on the YouTube channel.
It's like a skeleton staff today.
He can bring all that stuff into there with him. He doesn't have to be in
or he
that
can
room.
just produce from back there.
Here we go. Wheel of questions.
Fantastic.
NASA has issued a statement on a planet-killing asteroid. It has a 1.2% chance of slamming into Earth in 2032. Now, 1% doesn't sound scary, and yet 1% sounds really scary.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah. So and again, planet eliminating. This is from NASA. If this is true, if I told you it's 100% chance and it's 2032, so you've got 7 years.
7 years.
How would your life change? What would you do differently if you knew you only had 7 years and that was it?
Jeez, I would try and save up as much money as I could for the next 3 years, not spend money on anything whatsoever, and just build, quit, and just live the rest of my life doing as much as I can with Riley and Gene and just going out and being with my family.
So save up a bunch of money and then go on a spree.
Yeah, the spree for the last 4 years and just enjoy the last 4 years of my life.
Beto, what about you?
Spend it all.
Spend it
Now?
all.
Heck yeah. If I got
So
7
right now.
years. Yeah, I got 7 years left, right? That's the
Yep,
question.
7 years.
I'm going to go on a bender, and if I end up early, I end up early.
Yeah,
Let's go.
What about if you run out of dough at the end?
I know some guys.
You know some guys.
I know how to mooch off
guys.
people. I've been mooching off the station for 20 years. I
Yeah,
know how
that's
to hang
true.
out.
That's true. Yeah.
Sounds about right. But you can just go to Cappy. You can mooch off Cappy.
Cappy doesn't part with the wallet, man.
No, he
He
doesn't.
promises, but he don't deliver.
Brian, what do you do?
I think I would hitchhike the world, try to be like a nomad,
You
Just,
can go with me.
Hey, let's go, we'll go country to country.
Nice.
Just do whatever.
Start in Switzerland.
So
Right,
I
I
did
like
a
that.
I did a crazy bet years ago when I was working at WRQN in Toledo, Ohio. And the idea was, can I hitchhike across America?
Oh, no.
Can't do that now.
Couldn't do it. But
This is in the 80s?
it was 90s.
Oh,
in
no.
the
That's
90s.
dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah, it is
I
dangerous
did
in
it.
the 90s.
Me,
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Me and two other people. We
Male,
flew
female?
one female, one male.
Okay.
Flew to New York. And we did a show from New York. This was our last live show. Then we hitchhiked across the country and would basically cell phones with people back at the station. Hey, we're in Dubuque. Hey, we're in Altoona. Hey, we're in Joplin. Hey, we're in... And we hitchhiked all the way across the country.
That's the
it was
line of the day.
fantastic.
That's gotta be the line of the
That
day.
is absolutely the truth.
Say, how come we've never heard this story before?
Because you don't know all my stories.
You got to save some
I've got so many more stories than John.
If you had a guess, though, how many? he has like 5 at this point.
He's got 5 good
I love
ones.
all the stories.
5 good ones.
Come on,
If you had
Andy,
a
come
guess-
on in.
If you had a guess, how many different cars did you get into?
Well, it was generally trucks.
Yeah, or trucks, sure.
Automobiles.
Automobiles,
Probably 11 or 12 or
To get
13.
all the way across the
To get
country,
across the
it's
country,
only
sure.
like 13,
I'll
that's-
take you as far as... That was basically it. I'll take you as far as...
So you go over multiple state lines with some of
The
these.
entire
Exactly.
country,
Wow.
east to west coast.
East. I went from New York to L.A.
How long did this take?
Took 5 days.
Did you see Large Marge?
I did not see Large Marge, but that's very funny. I did not see her.
That's a good call.
But yeah, no. Andy, let me ask you: the planet ends in 7 years. What do you do?
Planet ain't paying off a credit card. I'll tell you that much.
No, yeah, don't pay off
those credit cards.
Run those suckers up.
I am running it all up, opening up new ones. I am going to try to do all the things that I have wanted to do, that I've been worried about. Like, well, I got to save for my daughter's future, college, etc. Like, she ain't going to college.
Yeah, right. What's the point? What's the point at that point? Yeah,
You're like dead.
I, as the kids would say, I'm going ham.
You're going ham.
I'm going ham.
I like the idea of getting a bunch of credit cards.
Yeah.
With really high balances and just spending as much as you can.
Because my credit score is actually really good.
Right.
So I will get approved for all of them.
Right.
Credit scores mean nothing in this scenario.
No credit. Well, to get the
Your
initial
FICO,
big
I'll tell you the
card.
other thing I'm going to do? I'm going to create a meme coin.
Oh, that's good. Everybody's doing
AK
it.
coin?
AK Locked On Lakers meme coin.
Oh, the Locked On Lake,
I think-
and it has a YouTube
It
component.
will have a YouTube
Would you ever
component.
buy a movie theater in Saipan?
I did own a movie theater in Saipan in the far west Mariana Islands.
That was
Yeah,
just a random.
No, I knew that about
know,
it.
of
yeah.
course.
I've got many Saipan stories.
So
for
how
you.
do you go from hitchhiking across the country to owning a movie theater in Saipan?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I went back and looked at
We
this.
need a book of Mason.
So in 92
memoir?
is when I
Yeah.
came to the West Coast. And in the 90s, I bought movie theaters. I climbed up the ladder broadcasting, and I ended up in New York in 1999. That decade was like my busiest decade. Since then, I've settled into one
You've been
place.
here.
I've been
Yeah.
here, yeah. But there's a...
You hitchhiked?
I hitchhiked,
That's
yeah.
what- you missed that
From
whole
New York to L.A.
Yes, correct.
5 days, him and a couple other people.
on like 15
For
different
radio-
automobiles.
That was
Now,
awesome.
that is a bit.
That's
Now,
a bit.
Was it for the experience, or it was the only way you were capable at the time of getting from New York to L.A.?
Even back in the day, Andy, you know what I cared about? The bits. I cared about the bits. That was one that got everybody talking.
Oh, so you were actually employed at this
Correct.
point.
I was on the radio.
I thought this was your way to get to the
Oh,
broadcast.
No,
no.
he wasn't a broke kid.
I thought you were starting a life.
See, now this would be a good bit. What if we have a Comrex? We could
we do.
hitchhike from here to New York.
Like Sedano
yeah,
uses a
safe.
Comrex on his phone.
You guys don't even want to go to San Francisco yet. You want to
I
hitchhike?
just said San Francisco I got no issue with.
I was just there.
Yeah,
I
I
was just
know.
there over the
This
summer.
whole like San Francisco is.
Okay.
It's
I
for
mean,
the-
there's
it's for the bougie.
Look, if you go over to the Tenderloin district, it's terrible, right? But if you're in Union Square, they got that cleaned up.
I was just.
We can
at
still stream it on
Fisherman's
YouTube
Wharf, that's
also.
where we were staying. Yeah, there are a few homeless people. Like you see homeless people everywhere.
Yeah.
It just scares Ireland.
It
like
does.
Ireland is easily
When you're
flagged.
behind gates like Ireland all the time and on
Like,
flying
you know
charter.
who says that it's all bad? It's like Ireland. It's like Charles Barkley. It's these 1%ers.
Yeah,
They're the ones who are frightened.
that is true. Good point.
And by the way, if we do this hitchhiking thing, Parker says we can YouTube it the entire way.
I'm coming along.
Oh, he's just
Parker,
putting
you're coming
himself
along.
in.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but wait a minute.
Let's
Parker
just have
can.
Parker be the
Parker
person.
can YouTube it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Why don't
Easy.
we just use Parker to do it?
Oh, we could just have you do it.
Wait.
Yeah. You got nothing else
You're
to do.
young.
You're
Okay.
young. You got
can
no
YouTube
responsibilities.
yourself.
For the bit, right? And then I own a movie theater
It would
in
be
Saipan
bit of
at
the year.
end.
Yeah, and you get a movie theater in Saipan as the grand prize.
While you're at it.
So at the movie theater in Saipan, I probably have said this at some point. They have this thing called beetle nut. Do you know what beetle nut is? Something that grows in the ocean, like a little coral kind of thing. You never heard of this?
No.
Okay.
I don't know it.
So in Saipan, the natives would suck on these things, and you get a little buzz from them, and they just spit on the ground. So in the movie theater every night, it had to be mopped because there was beetle nut everywhere. There's a Saipan story. for you.
Beetle nut.
Beetle.
Never
I'm
heard of
pretty sure that's it. Beetle nut. It's red and it's disgusting. All right, so we're short show today.
Yeah.
Because Beto's going to take over.
No, I think Parker's doing it today.
Oh, is Parker
the way
doing
the
it?
show's going.
Hey, he's got to get out on the road. He's got to get
Be back in about
He's got a
15
location
days.
scout.
Got to get to New York by next
Parker wouldn't
Thursday.
make it to Arizona. He wouldn't even get to Blythe.
Almost on a movie theater in Blythe. All right, coming up next for you, we are going to do some sports graffiti. It is Beto's favorite point
yay.
in the show. Beto
Woo.
always
Best
bails.
segment ever.
Yeah, I love. Prove Beto wrong. Seriously.
They've been trying to prove wrong for 2 years.
Prove Beto wrong.
I tell Bergman once a week is enough for that dumb segment.
No,
But
prove Beto wrong. I love hot takes from the
they're
callers.
not hot takes.
Oh, they're
You just like
we
it
get
'cause
some
everybody calls it
smoking hot
Mason,
takes.
I love you.
I'm not looking for that, but if it's there, it's okay.
Do you want the ones again that have Genie Bus sell the team?
If that's what you get, you can. The whole idea is you can say anything you want for 20 seconds.
All right, do it.
877-710-ESPN. Andy, what are you doing here? Are you filling in for Ireland?
Yeah, I am filling in. I'm filling in for Ireland. I just want people to know I had a root canal done today.
Did you really?
I had a root canal done maybe an hour and a half ago.
Oh, no.
But I had made a commitment
Yeah.
to Greg
You did.
Bergman.
That's beautiful.
I'd made a commitment to you.
Yeah.
And I asked them before they did this thing, I said, how long is this going to take?
Yeah.
Because I got to be on air.
And then he asked, can I talk after this?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I went through all of it.
So root canal questions.
Yeah.
Did they put you under?
No.
Did they put you under gas?
No.
Any anesthesia into? Okay.
Needle numbing.
I would
yeah.
say no time. I got to be on air.
It's not marathon, man.
Oh, no.
The crazy thing was,
is it safe?
I asked him last night if he can do the show, and he said, yes, I'm going to be going to the dentist, but I should be there about 12:15, 12:30. He said,
Right.
okay, that's fine. We can get through that. And then today he sent me a text and said something along the lines of, like, so I'm getting a root canal. And I put a heart on it.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Because I read it as, so I'm not getting the root canal.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, that's great. Good for
And
you.
when
You're
I
not
saw
getting
it,
the
you
root
put a heart on. I'm like, okay, that's a weird
I'm
reaction.
getting a
to
root
getting
canal.
That's
canal.
a very strange. I went back and looked at it and said, wait.
I
that's
was not
wrong.
expecting that this morning. I've been having a toothache.
Yeah.
I thought at worst they were going to have to fill it like a cavity.
Yeah.
Turns out I needed a root canal.
Oh, God.
It's like a tooth crack?
Yeah. I had a crack in the back of the tooth. It turns out, actually, for those scared, because root canal has a reputation for being scary.
It sounds scary as hell.
They're
was
painful.
No pain.
Really?
I mean, I don't know about the aftermath after this. Like,
You
once
seem okay.
Well, I'm still numb.
Are you still numb?
I'm still a little numb.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when it wears off.
Yeah, I've been taking some painkillers and stuff, but
Nice.
the pain.
You got
leading
any
up
extras?
They've only been giving me kind of the weak stuff.
Oh, forget it. Forget it. That's no fun.
But like the pain leading up to it was excruciating.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Andy's still numb, which is good because we're going to do sports graffiti. Sometimes you need a little numbness to get through this segment. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Whatever you got. Oh. Is that what it sounded like?
There was a lot of that.
Ugh, God, just the sound of it makes my skin crawl.
All right, your call's next. 877-710-ESPN for sports graffiti, Mason and Ireland. 710-ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Tomorrow at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
What else did I say? I said Sean Payton will be exactly what Mike McCarthy is. A guy who won a Super Bowl 15 years ago, and everybody hires him because they think they've got some kind of special sauce. Pete Carroll got special sauce. And here's a declaration, not a statement, not a comment, not a hot take, none of those things.
declaración?
See, this is a declaration.
Yeah.
You're looking at a brandly new minted Raider fan, people.
Oh, here we go.
I'm all in. Because let me tell you something. When Pete Carroll was at USC and Jim Harbaugh was at Stanford, there was a great rivalry between those two guys. You put Jim Harbaugh on my most hated team, the Chargers, and then you give me my favorite coach, Pete Carroll, to the Raiders in the same division, you're looking at a Raider fan, people.
Okay.
Raiders!
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
I gave up football to be a cheerleader because I like to lift spirits and people. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Big Game Blowout. Watch the game, score freebies, and play in our $10,000 Big Game Bonus Hot Seats the 9th.
Number 2.
Shy and Montel Jordan. Live February 15th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz. It's the biggest indoor tailgate in SoCal. The big game in our ballroom.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it. Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? So you're not alone. And even better, Hims can help. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. It all starts with an online intake form. From there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
This is attorney Joseph S. Normand. I'm deeply saddened by the devastation caused by the fires in our community. If you've suffered losses due to the Eaton wildfire, you may be entitled to file a compensation claim. These are complex claims. It's crucial to have an experienced legal team on your side. Please don't hesitate to call me anytime at 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or normandlegal.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Derrick Henry, the leading rusher in the NFL. That's the name you can't think of.
For a second, yeah. Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, sports graffiti time. Beto's hanging out. Andy Kamenetsky's here. Bergman's here. We got Lakers basketball coming early tonight. In the meantime, let's hit it. Let's hit the phones. 877-710-ESPN. Beto's going to pass judgment on each call. Luis, you're on sports graffiti. Go ahead, Luis.
Hey, Beto. Hey, Steve. All right, Steve. This is Lewis, a long-time listener. I have a huge ask for you.
Okay.
You've always said that you would donate to a great cause. I have a great cause. I hit Beto up this morning and asked if I could name drop him, and he would vouch for me that I am a real dude that has a real kid that plays baseball.
Okay.
My kid is going to Cooperstown this summer with his team.
Okay.
Kind of a culmination of youth sports, and we are having a poker tournament on February 22nd here in Santa Clarita. I know that you love to play poker.
I do.
I would love for you to come out. It would be awesome to get somebody as big as you, the guy on the best show on the radio. But if you can't, would you be willing to make a donation, maybe rally up some troops from 710, do some swag? I still have the original license plate holder. My kid is the one that does the Morales Sacagary impression.
Oh, that's
My
funny.
kid is the one that he's the one that asked one day, he said, hey, Dad, if we get bounced, we were playing a Miracle Mile. He goes, hey, if we get bounced early, can we go see Beto at Northgate Gonzalez? And I was like,
all right, wrap it up here. Let's
Yeah,
go.
okay.
How much money do you want?
So, Luis, here's the thing.
Wrap it up.
This will surprise you. I am on vacation at that time, but I will happily donate, and I'm going to put you on hold. Is there like a GoFundMe? Is there one of those things?
It's not a GoFundMe. I have a document that I can send you, email, or you can Venmo.
Okay, I'm going to put you on hold with Bergman, but I absolutely will make a donation. Sure.
Good dude right there.
Yeah, good. Let's go to Peter. Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Peter?
Hey, it's not Peter, it's Josh.
Okay, Josh. I thought there are like three people named Peter on the phones. Josh. What's happening, Josh?
You know Blaine Parker. Hey, so I'm not a degenerate or anything, but you guys are talking about Terry Rozier in the first hour.
Yes.
And you know someone that needs to be investigated is freaking D'Angelo Russell. Tell me how you have 4 missing starters from Charlotte yesterday. You have 4 of the 5 starters in double figures plus 2 from the bench double figures, and this guy only gets 8 points. That dude is a scrub, needs to be investigated.
Okay. I don't think everybody should be investigated who has a bad night, just to be clear. Just because you have a bad night doesn't mean what they're doing with Terry Rozier is they're saying, all right, his numbers came in under, and there was a whole bunch of money pounding the under in Vegas. That's why that's important. D'Angelo Russell, there's no evidence that anything is going on except to get a bad shooting night.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why Jonte Porter, when he got exposed with this, just a bet on Jonte Porter in and of itself is a red flag.
Yes.
Like,
who's
nobody
betting?
places bets on the 14th man. Like, just laying down action on him will raise a red flag.
Yeah. I heard that they shut down an Eastern Michigan basketball game 2 weeks ago because there was so much money on the first half. everything was bet on the first half of the Eastern Michigan game. They're like, wait a minute, something's not right here. We don't have that much first half money come in.
D'Angelo Russell also had 7 assists, 2 steals. Like, this does not look like a game.
No, it did not tank. Let's go to Travis. Travis, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Trav?
Hey, real quick before the main reason I called, Andy, you have a perfect name for a meme coin. It'd be LOL for Locked On Lakers.
Nice.
The main reason I called is, so this kind of sums up both of the Super Bowl fan bases. In my neighborhood, I walk my dog every day, and there's a guy with the Eagles flag, and he took it down when they lost to the Buccaneers last year in the playoffs, and he finally put it up after they beat the Redskins the other day. That's one fan base. The other guy is a Chiefs fan, and his flag is out there, rain or shine. It's been out there for the last 5 years, ever since he replaced his faded Patriots flag. So those are the two fan bases.
So you're saying, in other words, the Chiefs fans hang in there through anything, and the Eagles fans are like, yeah, if we're winning, I'll put the flag up. Here's the thing about Eagles. I just don't like Eagles fans. There were all sorts of videos of Commanders fans leaving Philly last week, and people just verbally harassing them. I'm like, you guys suck.
Well, there was an Eagles fan, this went viral, of him really verbally abusing a woman in, like, language you seriously.
By the way, and that guy not only got banned from Eagles games, he
lost his job.
Yeah.
I mean, he was crossing many, many lines.
Yes.
That's also just your typical Eagles fan.
Eagles fan, exactly. Let's go to Peter. Peter, there's Peter. You're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Peter.
Hey, shout out to the other Peters. They're on hold.
Yes, a lot of Peters today.
A question for Greg.
Greg?
So a couple days ago, you said that essentially Josh Allen blew a chance to come back, so we shouldn't really be complaining about the refs. Wondering if you feel the same way about the Dodgers, since they had Game 7 in 2017 at home, and they blew that.
They did blow that game. In 2017, they blew Game 5. In 2018, But it wasn't Josh Allen's fault. He just didn't. He had the ball with 3:30 left, and he could not score. That was my only point of it. I didn't say he blew anything.
We shouldn't be complaining about the whole trash can thing and all that?
No, the trash cans, that was all real.
Yeah, no, I think we're mixing two things there. Thanks for the call, Peter. One is cheating, and the other one is the not getting calls from the ref. They're two different things.
Ask Bergman about that. Okay.
Did you think that was a?
Terrible.
Do you think the Xavier Worthy catch was a catch?
I don't know.
Nobody knows what a catch actually is.
Did you think that was a first down? Do you think Josh Allen had a first down?
The first
on that?
down, yeah.
Yeah, no question.
The catch, no. I don't know what it was because, anyways.
It got bumbled
But a call
in the
about
ground.
2017, Berg? Really?
Yeah, look, whatever.
Sports Graffiti.
One was cheating.
Hey, don't bag on the graffiti people. I love the graffiti
This is his
people.
job. This is his job to come in
I'm
here
a
and
listener.
bag on the
I'm
graffiti.
not working right now. I am not on the clock. I'm just a listener that snuck into the studio.
Right. And here you are, and you got a microphone on top of everything else. Let's go to John. John, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, John?
Hey, I'm the longest listener of Mason and Ireland. I'm pretty sure.
When did you start?
When you guys had just been thrown together, I think maybe the second or third day.
Yeah, that would have been like
I go-
93, something like that.
Something like what crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well,
Hitchhiking.
Thank you for all the years, John. Thank you for all the years.
Yeah, and I'm still around. Yeah.
So are they.
Anyway, what I want to mention is no one. I listen to a lot of sports radio, not just you guys, but I don't hear anybody talking about the fact that when Buffalo, when they were down there, they could have kicked extra points, and every time they did the 2-point try,
right,
they would have actually. They actually could have been ahead at that point.
Yeah,
they had just kicked extra points.
Right, and in other words, they were very aggressive and went for 2, and it did bite them.
Well, that's the fear, though, that when you're up against a team like the Chiefs, you want as many points as possible because you can't kill them.
Yeah.
Like they never die.
Let's get one more in here. Because Beto is enthralled. Let's go to Javier. Javier, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Javier.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Gentlemen. Hey, I'm actually glad Beto Duran is in the studio because I have a bone to pick with him and Scott Kaplan.
All right, get in line.
For them crucifying Bronny James on yesterday's show.
Yeah, for 3 hours.
Hey, Beto, you got to remember, man, Bronny James is a rookie.
And
okay, so
he's a professional
you mean to tell
athlete
me-
on an NBA team, and you get put in big-time minutes, you got to perform.
No, it was
in the fourth quarter.
No,
we were down by 2.
Okay, we're losing Javier. Tell me your general take, because
the problem with Bronny playing in Philadelphia in the first quarter was that he wasn't ready for that moment.
He's not ready.
He did not. Shake Milton, as you pointed out, has not scored since the first week of January.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he's an 8-year NBA player who would have been better fit in that role. JJ said we're going to have Bronny come in for energy. He didn't give you the energy.
No.
He didn't give you anything. It was 4 against 5, and Maxey and Kyle Lowry all saw food, and they went after him. Play in the fourth quarter, garbage time, no problem.
Yep.
First quarter, when you have other guys available, that's a
Well,
problem.
I mentioned this, but I walked into the gym the other night, and I look at the game is on TV, and I'm like, Bronny's in. I'm like, is the game over? Is that it?
It's a great photo op.
First quarter, it doesn't make any sense for him to be in a game. It sounds like it was a JJ decision. I think I can get some energy, some defense out of Bronny.
Yeah, look,
it was a big mistake, and afterwards JJ said it just didn't play well.
It did not work, but I get why JJ did it.
I don't.
He was shorthanded. You have no Gabe Vincent.
Yeah. But still,
you have no Hushafino.
You have to have better options.
But it wasn't like JJ just said, okay, let me put him right now. You know that the analytics team probably said something. Everybody came as a collective effort. There was no gut more in coaching anymore.
Okay, this was not, though, about LeBron pressuring JJ
No,
to
it
get
was
his
not.
son on. This was not about clutch. This was
because I've heard that conspiracy.
That was
out
Cappy
there.
yesterday. Conspiracy.
Like,
I was like, no,
was he? Yeah.
He put him. But at the end of the day, if Shake Milton is there, then what'd you get him for? Use him.
Right.
Well, they got him to balance salaries. That's actually
Yeah, I mean, we know that,
They
but
got him
still.
just so the numbers would match.
But Dalton Connect was there.
Dalton was probably on the floor.
No, he wasn't at that time.
Well, he was going to be, though,
Yeah, exactly.
eventually on the floor. Like
He was shorthanded, but still
he
bad.
was super shorthanded on the second end of a back-to-back. Like, you didn't even have Vanderbilt, who's somebody that can handle the ball in a pinch if you have to.
Right.
JJ was out of options, doing something desperate. Honestly, if it was a different 55th pick, like a second-round pick that wasn't Bronny, this isn't that unusual. Every now and then, coaches will throw a second-round pick in there when everything's going bad, you're shorthanded, whatever, you want to try something. It's that it was Bronny that it blew up.
See, I don't hold any grudge towards Bronny.
Not
and
at all.
To be honest with you, I feel for the. I mean, they put him in a really bad spot the other night.
Which
They
JJ
put him
conceded.
in a bad
The
spot.
whole season put him in a bad spot. He
and
even
it-
said it. They told him, hey, be ready to play, and then was surprised when he got called in the first quarter.
Right. So I don't anticipate that we'll see Bronny again outside of garbage minutes at the end of a
44
game.
minutes the whole season.
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays today.
Really? The
Wizards
garbage
had
time.
6 wins.
Yeah, no, right. But I think, look, even without AD, the Lakers should really roll tonight. And if they don't, there should be real
Have you
questions.
seen the injury report?
Everybody.
Who else? AD.
LeBron is questionable. DFS is questionable. Gabe Vincent's still questionable.
So Bronny's going to get some run.
Ooh.
He should against the Wizards. If you don't do then when are you going to play?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right,
We're going to find out. Thank you, Beto. All right. Hey, the greatest quarterback of all time, arguably, says that there are NFL rules that need to change. And also, I'm looking for something to do next Sunday. We'll do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Steele throwing it down.
Backdoor cut to LeBron and a thunder dunk. Beautiful pass, and LeBron
From
slams.
Sunrise to Tampa, the Kings have traveled across the state of Florida to battle the Tampa Bay Lightning. Drew Doughty made his season debut last night for LA and didn't miss a beat.
Felt amazing, honestly. But early on, that's the most nervous I've been playing in a hockey game. My first shift, probably since honestly my first NHL game. Just, like, no matter how much you practice and get that work in, nothing's like the speed of a real game. You know, there's stuff moving all over the place, and you got to make plays quick. So I got better as the game went on. Personally, felt better and more comfortable, and honestly, by the third, I felt completely like myself.
It's the Kings and the Lightning tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy. LA Food Bank wants you to know if you would like to help out those in need or those impacted by the recent wildfires, you can donate your time, food, or other items. Visit lafoodbank.org/fire for more details and a list of the most helpful and needed items. That's lafoodbank.org/fire. Or if you'd like to volunteer your time, go to lafoodbank.org/volunteer. Thank you, everybody, and stay safe out there.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Hello, it's Robin Roberts here.
Hey guys, it's George Stephanopoulos here.
Hey everybody, it's Michael Strahan here. Wake up with Good Morning America.
Robin, George, Michael, GMA, America's favorite #1 morning show. The morning's first breaking news, exclusive interviews, what everyone will be talking about that day. Put some good in your morning and start your day with GMA.
Good Morning America.
Put the good in your morning. GMA 7A on ABC.
Listen to Mason and Ireland more at 1 p.m.
Juan will look at me at some point tonight and say, "Are you even enjoying this?"
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
All right, you may be wondering, whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Do you know?
I do know.
The big 7-0?
I saw the email.
Michael Thompson, happy birthday, the big 7-0.
Happy birthday, MT.
Wow. 70. It seems like a scary number.
Old man Michael.
I'm trying to find that, actually.
Yeah,
right now.
the old man Sterling.
Just for his birthday. We can do it once a year.
Old man Sterling is a great song that you put together to the tune of
great.
Old McDonald. Yes, 70 years old. Now I'm going to turn 60 in next month. Wow. No, yeah, March.
Wow.
Yeah, 60 seems scary. Although not as I decided I'm going to be in great shape for my birthday. I feel like I'm in really good shape.
I mean, you've been working out a lot. You've been
Working out
losing
like
weight.
crazy.
You're in a great place, like physically, mentally, professionally.
Don't speak for mentally.
Well, it's all relative.
You know, it's all relative.
I mean, we got it for you here.
Okay, here is Michael Thompson and one of his crowning achievements.
Old man Donald had a team, E-I-E-I-O. And on his team, he had some blacks and V-S-T-V-N-O. With a black man here and a black man there. He said, if you're black or with a black, I don't want you to come back. Old man Donald had a team and says, hell no, I won't go.
There you go. It's basically...
It really hits that.
That's basically the summary of Momo's series clip.
Right.
What if I told you?
It can be shortened to just that.
They should have had that be the theme song.
Oh, that would have been good.
It's a clip. That was all it was every time.
It would have been very good. Very good. All right.
What if I told you?
So there is, I think, at this point, some rules in the NFL that need to change regarding quarterbacks. Now, Bergman, I don't think you agree with this. You think everything's fine and dandy as it is. You don't think they should make adjustments to, like, those late slides and those down the sidelines things, and whether or not that's a late hit or not a late hit.
There should be adjustments. There should be things that they talk about over the season, but you by saying this stuff, you're wanting more replay, and I think that's not the right way to go.
Not more replay, making more plays reviewable. Those are totally different things.
It's yes, more plays reviewable. However, that's not even the biggest play that happens. That happens maybe once a weekend.
Okay, let's talk to Tom Brady.
The reality for me is offensive players need to protect themselves, and if they're running full speed and the defenders are coming up, the intent is to create. The only way to turn the ball over is to create force.
Right.
You're not going to blow on the football and gonna knock its way out of a running back's hands or a quarterback's hands. You got to go in there with force and knock it out. You're trying to create turnovers. You're trying to disrupt the pass. You're trying to dislodge the ball. The only way to do that is with force, and there needs to be an aggressiveness to doing that. When quarterbacks become running backs and they're out of the pocket, they should lose their protection. And we are, in essence, we're trying to protect the quarterbacks, but coaches are calling more quarterback runs than ever in the history of the game. So who's protecting the quarterback? We're trying to say the referees should do it?
Right. We're trying to say the referees should do it. In other words, go back and I mean, a lot of this stuff in my head now is Patrick Mahomes. Go back to that late slide in the Houston game.
Yeah.
That should not, the late slide where the two guys come across and hit each other, to me, that should be reviewable. You should be able to look back at that and say, yeah, that was a late slide, and those guys didn't hit him. I call for a review. I'm going to throw my challenge for
I don't have any problem with that. If there's a play like that, you should be able to review it. But I also agree with Brady. Once you're out of the pocket, you are a runner. I don't care if you're a running back or a quarterback. It doesn't matter. You don't get special privileges just because you're a quarterback.
And yet they do.
They kind of are right now, yes. But they're sliding, too. Sorry, Andy.
In a vacuum, Tom Brady is 100% right.
Sure.
It is hilarious, though,
that it's him
to hear this from Tom Brady. Maybe the most protected athlete in all of sports.
They invented rules for him.
In the history of sports, who never ran, so this wouldn't have applied to him anyway. And who is the quarterback that is threatening his place as the greatest ever?
Good
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
What does Patrick Mahomes do that helps that greatness? He runs.
He runs.
And he gets that treatment. This is self-interest on Tom Brady's part.
Here's a little more Tom Brady on quarterbacks today.
I think it's just a disservice to the game. It's something that I would hope that people would really address and say, not that anyone's trying to take advantage of the rules, but they've just gone to a point where it does impact the quality of the game. I was on my social media and I was watching Ronnie Lott. And who's the greatest safety? Ronnie Lott. Why? Because he brought a force to the game that if you were catching the ball over the middle, he was going to force incomplete passes. And if the quarterbacks made bad reads, that's how the game got taught. Now there's no repercussions for quarterbacks making poor reads, making poor decisions out of the pocket. So I think overall, in my opinion, that needs to be seriously looked at.
Yeah, I mean, I think, so your point is, this is self-interest.
It'd be great for Brady if more incompletions were out there. If quarterbacks weren't completing as many passes, getting as many yards, coming closer to him.
But in Brady's case, he was never the running back.
No,
he was
not very often. Sometimes,
he
very
was
rarely,
not fleet of foot at all.
No,
you didn't see him go into scramble mode or I'm going to try to get that first down. You didn't see that, but you see it with Josh Allen, you see it with Jalen Hurts, you see it with Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes did something. It might have been the same game, but where he will fake that he's going to slide and then keep running. See, that's not okay.
The other thing he does is he skitters down the He skitters
and then slows down,
skitters down
and
the
steps
sidelines
out,
and just barely steps out, or
so he
right
gets
in
hit.
the end, so he gets hit.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's exploiting. That's exploiting rules, and like Brady says, not a service to the game.
Tom Brady in 23 seasons in the NFL had 1,123 rushing yards.
There's still 1,100 rushing yards.
Lamar had over 800 this year.
Dude did not run.
Yeah, that was not his game.
But this is all sports. Like in NBA, James Harden is known for exploiting foul calls.
True, sure. Although they've tried to address it.
They try to. He's still doing it. So is Austin Reeves.
They've tried
Austin
to address
Reeves does
flopping.
it. Yeah.
Again, Brady is right. Like I do think defensive players get penalized too much, specifically with hits on quarterbacks. Especially you have to move so fast, like trying to adjust your body at that type of speed, it can become impossible. Just don't mistake this as Brady trying to help the game. This is Brady trying to help Brady.
I don't agree with that.
100%.
You think this is just Brady about Brady and not Brady on this is the way the game can be better?
Yep. I mean, Brady sure didn't seem too worried about quarterbacks getting special treatment when he was the one getting the special treatment.
He did not run. He's talking about quarterbacks become running backs.
You don't think there was special treatment in terms of the way quarterbacks
There's special
get hit
treatment
in the pocket?
for every star player.
Right, but if he
Except for Wemby, apparently.
If he really cared.
Wemby, you can knock him on his ass and it doesn't matter. He's
totally
like
fine.
the future of the NBA. Just knock him down.
He was
The hell with
mad.
it. Zubats, I'm just going to shove him out of the way and knock him down. And somebody needs to stand up for Wemby, I think, a little bit.
He needs a goon.
Yeah, he does. He needs an enforcer down there. All right, so anyway, there's some Tom Brady. I think I'm just not really excited for this Super Bowl because I saw it 2 years ago, and normally I plant myself in front of the TV and I watch all the commercials and I watch the game and I watch the halftime and I watch the national anthem and I watch all the stuff that goes along. This year, I'm like, F it. I saw this 2 years ago. it's Mahomes and it's Philly, and I don't like their fans, and Mahomes gets on my nerves. So I just want to go to a party. I just want to go to a good Super Bowl party this year.
So you're going to come in on Monday and know nothing about the game whatsoever.
I'll know enough.
You'll know the final score. You know who won. That's kind of.
I'll know
that's
enough.
it. All right.
I mean,
You'll listen to what they said on
we're not
the
going to
Get
break
Up.
down a second quarter
it's
play.
It's one of those ones that everybody saw.
Yeah.
You know, you all saw it. So what can I really add to the proceedings?
So
here?
where are you going to go?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm. It's up in the air. Who's throwing a big Super Bowl? Bergman, you throwing a Super Bowl party?
I'm not, but I can if you would like to come.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You're going to throw a Super Bowl
I can.
party at your house?
I have an apartment. It's not huge
Yeah?
by any means.
Will your complex though have a party?
No,
Because you've talked before about how sometimes the complex gets together and
yeah,
does
that's
stuff.
in the summer, and we go by the pool because we have 2 giant pools, and
Right.
everybody gets hammered.
How many
It's
people
awesome.
can fit into your apartment?
Comfortably, or how many people can fit?
How
in?
many? How many people?
I think I can fit comfortably on the couch alone, probably 6, and then 7. I probably can get 10 to 15.
That's a super disappointing party if there are only 15
well,
people
look,
there.
I mean, I told you it's an apartment.
Yeah.
So if you want to come to my house, come on by.
Brian, you throwing a party?
I will not be throwing a party myself. No. But if there's one out there, I would go.
Yeah. Okay. So we're looking. Andy, do you have Super Bowl plans?
My parents are in town, I think, that weekend, so I may see what they're doing, watch the game with them. That sort of thing.
That's nice.
Wild.
That's
very wild.
Yeah, just swinging from the chandelier is what
Oh,
that is.
yeah.
So if you're having a Super Bowl party, and it's a good one, it's a big one, it's a fun one, tweet me.
Is there a distance that you will go?
I'd like it to be within about a mile of my house. No, I'm kidding. I will go.
Like how far? No, how
1 square mile.
Look, you're not going to Thousand Oaks from your house.
Probably
so,
not going to Thousand Oaks.
Right. So where will you go as far?
Ideally, Mid City, West LA.
Okay. Like, will you go to Pasadena?
I'd go to Pasadena. Yeah, I like Pasadena.
All right.
But I want to go somewhere where you're throwing like a real legit party, not just like Greg. I'll have 10 people in my apartment.
I'm not actually having a party.
Right.
You were asking me.
So if you're having tweet me at Venice Mace, MASE. I'm looking for a good party.
Is Michelle Beadle still doing it?
No, she doesn't live in town anymore.
Oh, no, she in San
lives
Antonio?
in Texas. Yeah, she's working San Antonio Spurs games. So
yeah,
she threw a monster. I'll tell you what. I went to her party the year that Brady and. Did you go to that?
No.
It was
I've heard legend.
It was the Patriots
Fireball
versus
shots.
Atlanta, and it was fireball everywhere. Michelle was chasing people around her house saying, drink a shot, drink a shot. I'm like hiding around a corner because I don't want to drink a shot. I watched that game with Keyshawn Johnson was there, and he kind of talked me through the entire game and told me that Atlanta, even when they were up 28-3, that they were in trouble.
Wow, he actually called that?
Called that.
Wow.
I just looked and realized my daughter has volleyball practice during the Super Bowl.
During the Super Bowl.
Yep. Yes, she does.
Sorry, honey. You're not going today.
No Super Bowl.
And what kind of like volleyball coach is scheduling during the Super Bowl?
During the Super
One
Bowl
that doesn't care about football.
Yeah, but I mean, any kind of coach whatsoever, if you're in a sport, you should not be scheduling something during the Super Bowl.
Probably. Yeah, I think you're right. Some people ask me if I can hitchhike to ride to San Diego to go to Cappy's house. That would be easy. Cappy's throwing a Super Bowl party?
Apparently.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact now.
Do I have that right?
Well, should we call him too? We called Sedano already.
Yeah, call Cappy.
I'm calling Cappy.
Call him. Call him. It's that kind of day. One thing I wanted to mention is, this is interesting. So yesterday, Bill Belichick commented that it would be great to rename the Super Bowl trophy the Tom Brady trophy, which is interesting and conciliatory and nice and all
Well,
that.
it began with the roast. Remember,
Correct.
Belichick showed up at the roast.
They bonded over terrible jokes about each other.
Yeah.
So in this case, obviously, we already have a name on the Super Bowl trophy. It's Lombardi. Now, you know what doesn't have a name? The Super Bowl MVP trophy. I stole this directly from Mike Greenberg. It's a good one. Why not name the Super Bowl MVP trophy after Tom Brady? He did win it 5 times, more than anybody else.
I was
Montana
gonna
won it 3 times, and Brady won it 5 times.
That would make the most sense because it's kind of disrespectful, I think, both to the tradition of the NFL, but also everything Lombardi did for football, to rename the Lombardi Trophy. Like, there's no reason to do that.
No, there's no pressing reason. Although they did rename the NBA Finals MVP trophy after Bill Russell.
But who had it been named after?
Had been named after nobody.
Right. So you're just giving that a name at that point.
Correct.
Like, you weren't changing the name.
Right. You're not removing Lombardi and putting Brady's.
Exactly. So keep Lombardi. We all call it the Lombardi. Like, nobody's going to call it the Brady.
Right.
Everyone's still going to call it the Lombardi. It's like, we still call that building over there Staples.
We do.
Like, there's no point in naming rights for the Coliseum. Everyone's just going to call it the Coliseum or Dodger Stadium.
Right.
But if you start calling the MVP trophy the Brady, that could catch on.
All right. Andy, I got a question for you coming back next about hair. I know it sounds weird that I would ask you about hair.
I used
Normally,
to be.
you would think I would ask Brian Cohen about
I used to
hair.
be an expert.
Brian has cornered the market on hair.
I'm currently an expert.
I'm going to tweet out one of my old picks.
Yeah, do it. Andy with hair. But something came up on Rich Eisen's TV show that I thought was
Another
interesting.
expert on hair.
With Bill Burr, who was
third expert on hair.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Cappy, we're going to get Cappy on. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. after Greeny.
Banned words in class. So I hit Travis with this. He knew most of them, or almost all of them, except one or two.
2 or 3, yeah, there was a couple I didn't know.
Am I answering yes or no? Or?
No, just tell if you've heard these and tell us what they mean if you don't. Okay, ready? Banned words. Bruh, bro, on God, say less. You said that like 2 days ago. Say less.
Means you've sold me already. We're good.
Say less.
Yeah.
Gucci.
That one I did not know.
That's all good?
All good.
I didn't know that.
Type S, like type SH.
Yeah.
Okay. Riz.
Yeah.
You know what that is. What is Riz?
You got game.
Yeah, you got
exactly.
Yeah. That's what we said.
Yeah.
Bussin', I guess that would.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Mood. Gat.
Gat, like you got gat?
No, like gat.
Oh. Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping
people. Hey guys, Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodriguez, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Deeply impacted our LA community, leaving many of our neighbors facing unimaginable hardship. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, hope is just a call away. Call the LA County Department of Mental Health's 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771 for free emotional support, service referrals, or crisis counseling, or visit dmh.lacounty.gov/gethelpnow/. We're in this together, LA. Stay strong.
It's playoff time, and you can take full advantage by winning some cash playing daily fantasy football on Sleeper Picks. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And now, Sleeper has a special offer. New users just have to play $5 to get $55 in free entries. Download the Sleeper app today and use code SCORE and get $55 in free entries when you play $5. That's code SCORE. Must be at least 18 years old. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
We expect our information in real time.
US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Oh. Yeah, is he having a Super Bowl party? Is he not having a Super Bowl party?
Freaking song drives me insane. It's too much.
It's catchy.
You know what it means?
I don't even know it.
Oh, this is a very, very popular song right now.
Is
and
it?
all it means
Who is it? Sabrina Carpenter?
No, it's
Charlie
a
XCX?
it's a
Bruno Mars and Rose.
Rose. It's a
Rosé?
It's a K-pop artist.
Rose?
Yeah,
That was a
K-pop.
little-
It's catchy. It's catchy.
It
I
was
can hear
in
that.
Black Pink or whatever it is, but it's apit means apartment.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the
Stupid.
translation. All right. Cappy joins us right now. Cappy, is it a fact that you are throwing a Super Bowl bash?
Well, it sounds like it's starting to grow a little bit. I mean, yesterday I was just talking about how I really want to try and be themed this year, meaning like, okay, so everybody thinks about Kansas City barbecue. Well, my son says he's rooting for the Chiefs, so I'm rooting for the Eagles. So I want to have cheesesteaks for the Eagles side, and then he wants to have like dry rubbed ribs.
That sounds good.
For the Kansas City side. And then all of a sudden, you know how Beto rolls. Beto's like, well, I'm coming. And then he invited DeAndre. And then DeAndre rolls with his lady. And then Lindsay said, can I come? And the next thing you know, all of a sudden it's turning into quite the fiesta.
Me and Juan are in.
Oh, dude.
If you throw a legit party, me and Juan are coming.
Okay, count on it. And now, what about Andy Kamenetsky and Andy Kamenetsky's wife?
Well, I got to get out of
Andy
volleyball
K and Anna?
practice.
Oh, right. His daughter's got volleyball
Yeah, and my
practice.
wife might be the one stuck taking my daughter to volleyball practice. Is this, by the way, is this in San Diego?
No, it's in South LA.
Okay.
Yes, in South
Okay.
LA. That's different.
Because I didn't know
That's
if-
north
Right.
of San Diego.
Well, I didn't know-
South LA
Right.
is north of San Diego.
I wasn't sure if Cappy's fancy neighbors, you know, the ones that throw the super.
Oh, the
party?
Mitchells?
Yeah, I didn't know if the Mitchells were involved.
The
with
Mitchells
this.
are not involved with this, are they?
The Mitchells, I'll have you know, are Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Oh.
So Mr. Mitchell decided, of course, like, you know, a guy who's got the capability, he got to go to New Orleans. So he's already booked his flights to New Orleans, and now he's on the lookout for tickets.
Wow,
to the
good
game.
for him. I'll tell you what, tickets are so expensive. Face value, they're crazy expensive. And when you go to the secondary market, forget about it. You can pay $4,000 a seat for really good seats to the Super Bowl.
That is what Mr. Mitchell has found
But the
thus far.
Mitchells are loaded, let's face it.
So, Cappy, can me, Gene, and Riley come?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, you know I love Mean Gene, and Riley would have a great time here. We'd love to have her.
Yeah.
So, Mace,
You got a big party here now, buddy.
I know. Listen, I would love to host a big party.
Nice.
And Mace, I got news for you. You
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah, ready.
You can get into my hot tub.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Well, I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's available to you if you want.
It's an option that I will pass on. I don't need to get into somebody else's hot tub just as much as I don't need anybody to get into mine.
Okay, just all I'm saying is that if you decide you want in,
Mm-hmm.
my hot tub is your hot tub.
Okay, nice. Now, how many people are you anticipating now?
Well, let's see. We're up to 1, 2, 3. Me, my son, Rachel. Probably her 2 boys. That's 5. Now you and Juan. That's 7. Andy is 8. He seems like a solo act. Beto's a solo. That's 9.
Yep.
DeAndre and his girl is 11. Greg and Mean Gene and Riley. I mean, we're up to like 14 people.
Nice. You want to take some callers and let them come? Caller
You know
number
what?
7,
Crypto-
come to Cappy's house for Super Bowl.
Crypto Ray's invited.
Yep.
Big E is invited.
What about Casper Villa? Yeah.
Oh, Casper Villa, of course, is invited.
How about Brian and
hell
Allison?
Oh, yeah. What about Brian and Allison?
Yeah, right. Come on now.
You want to bring your dog Copper? Can he bring his dog Copper?
What kind of dog is it, Brian?
She's a pit bull.
Ooh, no.
She's
Such a
sweet.
I'm afraid
bad
of
rep.
pit bulls.
Unless
I'm
there's
afraid,
other dogs
I'm afraid
there.
of pit bulls.
Yeah. Well, Cappy, I'm excited. I did not realize you were throwing a party until like 10 minutes ago, and I didn't decide I wanted to go to a party until like 15 minutes ago. So the timing is absolutely perfect, man.
Well, listen, it's all news to me too. I mean, I didn't realize I was throwing a party until like 3 minutes ago.
This
So
is
nonetheless, it is on, and I'm happy to host. Oh, if you guys will come to South LA, which I promise you this, Mace, on Super Bowl Sunday, it won't take you very long at all. It's taken me like an hour 20. That's nothing.
Right.
People drive around all parts of LA, and an hour 20, they're like, oh, God, that's nothing. Now, in fact, in an hour 20, I can barely get anything done in my car. I need more time in my car.
You know what I'm going to say when I get to your Super Bowl party in your house?
What a fortunate moment we find ourselves in.
What a fortunate
no
moment.
doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt.
It really is. All right, Cappy, I'm in.
Okay. All right. Sounds like we got ourselves a Super Bowl Sunday party.
When you getting back on the radio, tomorrow?
Yeah, that's right. But, now, hold on. Wait, something just came to mind.
Okay.
What if
What
we
if?
actually get the Super Bowl party sponsored?
At your house?
Correct.
Cappy, what you want to have a sponsorship for your Super Bowl party at your home?
Correct. For example, let's say we know exactly who has the best Kansas City style dry rubbed ribs. They become a partner.
Yeah.
And then whoever is known as having like the best cheesesteak, we were kind of working on this a couple of weeks ago. We have them as a partner. And so they get to provide like all the food. Okay.
What about the booze?
Okay. I've already got Coors Light. They're
Okay.
in.
Nice.
Okay. I've got
Wait a
Tito's
minute. You
vodka.
already have a sponsor for your party that just got planned yesterday, and it's already sponsored by Coors Light?
Well, I feel like my relationship with Coors Light is such
Okay,
that I
good.
can make a call to the Coors Light people and say, hey, we need Coors Light to be the sponsor of the party. And then you know what they're going to say, Mace? They're going to say, hey, can we come?
There
and I'm
you
going
go.
to say, yeah, we're going to blow this thing
This
up.
is how Cappy turns sided into the industry
Yeah,
that
true.
it is. He's always
so
thinking
Cappy, do
ahead.
you want the social media team there to do photos, and you want like a big ESPN LA sign and stuff?
I'm getting a text message right now from Carlo and Josh in the social media team saying, we're coming too, bringing babies and diapers and cameras. And, I mean, it's going to turn into a whole thing.
This
now.
is this is going to be a blowout.
If DeAndre's going, that means that Parker's going because they're connected at the hip.
Oh, yeah.
So you have social
Parker
there
will be
too.
there too. What is it? What is it?
I'm
Andy?
reading right now in the Mason and Ireland YouTube page right now. Bubba Holmberg says that the YouTube chat is a +10. So there's 10 more
plus
people.
10 from the YouTube
There's 10
chat.
more people. Ruben is asking, what about Laura and Bay?
Oh, yeah.
Laura
Oh, for
and
sure.
Bay, for sure.
Laura and the Boo are for real.
And then Jay is asking, what about the Mafia? Like, can the entire Mafia attend this party?
Yeah, I don't know if...
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Let me just say something.
Yeah.
Laura and the Boo definitely invited. However, the Boo must bring his sister because the Boo's sister stopped by the 710 suite during the Laker-Celtics game, and the Boo's sister is like a very loud fan. She cheers and screams and is into it, and everybody can hear the Boo's sister. So I need Laura's sister-in-law to join us.
Okay, so can we make that happen? Laura's sister-in-law is going to go to Cappy's party?
Yeah,
Can you make a call?
Well, yeah,
Bergman?
she's sick right now, so I'm not going to bother her at the moment.
Her sister-in-law is
No,
sick?
no, Laura is sick, so
Laura's
I'm not
sick.
gonna
Okay,
bother
I was like,
Laura
why
until
would you know
next
if her
week.
sister-in-law was sick? That would be
I
weird.
do not know that.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Cappy, I'm super excited about this, man. This is a year where I don't so much care about the game because I saw this thing 2 years ago, and I'm like, I just want to go to a party. I just want to. I don't need to see every commercial. I'm just going to watch Kendrick at halftime and the highlights of the game as we go along. I'm going to drink and smoke and do all that stuff, and it's going to be a blast.
Mace, I'm going to get you so high.
Nice.
So freaking high, dude.
Nice.
Mace, I got this new vape pen
Okay.
that I use for sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Knocks me
Like
out.
hardcore
bro.
indica.
Yeah, hardcore. And it's creme brulee flavor.
Oh, delicious.
So it tastes really nice.
I don't
Yeah.
think they ever really taste like what they say they taste like. Like that
No,
doesn't
but
taste
there's a
like
little
cookies and
sweetness.
cream to me. Does that actually taste like cookies and cream? No. Is
But
that
we're
like
gonna get wasted.
Is that like tangerine twist? I smoked one last night. Tangerine twist. I'm like, I don't know. not really
I gotta
tangerine.
say, most of the edibles that I buy, the flavor and the gummies.
I
seem
hate when they
connected.
have the weed flavor to them.
Oh, those are the good ones.
You like the ones
Wait
that
a
have the
second.
weed
Those are the good
flavor
ones,
to them?
yeah.
What is it, Cappy?
Listen to this. Listen to this. I just got a text from, and you're going to love this, from our friend Travis Madison.
Oh,
was the
yeah, who works
security
over at
guy.
Hyde.
He was the security guy at Hyde, but then he became a private security guy. He's got a whole business now for private security. We're going to need security at an event like this. Travis said he's coming.
Is that right? This thing is blowing up, man.
It is going crazy.
That is awesome. All right, so I know where I'm going to be next week. Cappy's house. He's throwing on the big party. I'm excited to be there, Cappy. I already got clearance from one, so we are coming down.
Okay.
All
hey,
right.
You know what?
What?
Invite your mom and not stepdad Leo.
My mom and not stepdad Leo would probably make that trip. Absolutely. I'm going to do that too, Cappy.
I'm going to get your mom high, too.
Good. She's been high. I got her high a couple years ago. She ate a little too much chocolate.
Bergie high. You know, Bergie doesn't go near the weed anymore,
I
but I'm
don't.
trying to get Bergie high, too.
Just for Super Bowl Sunday.
We'll see.
Just
I
for-
might
just for Super Bowl.
partake just for this.
There you go. All right, good. All right, Cappy, can't
Someone
wait
else
to
has to drive.
Monitors everywhere. I'm getting promotional models.
You're getting what?
Promo models.
Promo models?
The Coors Light girls are coming.
Coors Light girls are going to be there?
Hot chicks that walk around with shots.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, hot chicks with shots. Okay.
Tequila, and they just turn
Oh,
your head
let's do
upside down and
upside-
shake you.
They got the
let's do-
whistles. Let's do upside down margaritas. Those are good.
Right. There's going to be table service.
Senior
Bottle
frogs
service.
people are going to be there.
Just about to say it, Senior Frogs.
Yeah. Is Abner Gatt going to be there?
Hello. He might be. He's
All right.
invited.
Okay, Cappy, I'll see you tomorrow, man. There you go. There's Cappy. I'm excited for this party now.
Wow.
Yeah, huge. Huge.
That escalated quickly.
What is
really
the
did.
odds? What are the odds that next Thursday? Hey, I just can't do it.
the
I
house,
just
I
can't.
can't.
do it.
No, I know everybody's excited, but unfortunately,
He's gonna-
Rachel says that I can't
He's
have
going to have
this
to call
party
all the
after
shot girls and let them know.
I'm sorry. Sorry, hot shot model. Got to find another party.
Sorry, Abner.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up Fool. Boy, show's a little loose today. We got 2:15 game of games. We got Lakers versus Washington coming up for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Whether you need a big stop late in the game.
Edwards downloaded DiVincenzo.
Laker fans, Saturday night, join me at Cosm, LA, right next to SoFi Stadium. It's a Lakers-Knicks watch party. Come hang out. They're going to have an NBA trophy you can take pictures with, food, drink specials. It's an amazing experience. Get your tickets right here.
From Sunrise to Tampa, the Kings have traveled across the state of Florida to battle the Tampa Bay Lightning. Drew Doughty made his season debut last night for LA and didn't miss a beat.
Felt amazing, honestly. But early on, that's the most nervous I've been playing in a hockey game. My first shift, probably since, honestly, my first NHL game. Just, like, no matter how much you practice and get that work in, nothing's like the speed of a real game. You know, there's stuff moving all over the place, and you got to make plays quick. So I got better as the game went on personally. Felt better and more comfortable, and honestly, by the third, I felt completely like myself.
It's the Kings and the Lightning, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Silmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
You know, I want to thank them. You know, without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know, little help like you guys asked for. You know, I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath, and I'm from Silmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. You know, I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
Voice?
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks a lot, Morales, but I'm going to let this go to Brian.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll take it away for you guys here. So
Nice.
I saw this right before the show started today. LAFC had their media day yesterday, and pretty cool. They actually let their players take over their social media, so it's pretty funny if you look at their social media account.
Yeah.
But MLS today came out and said that they're going to have a lot more of their games. The broadcasters aren't going to travel. They're going to be doing it,
Are
from
not
remote.
going to
Right,
travel.
for their TV, the Apple TV kind of
Okay.
broadcast. And it got me thinking. I know this, kind of came around during COVID, but now can you tell the difference of somebody that's actually there if they have a crowd mic, or is there no difference to you if somebody's calling it off of a screen or in the stadium?
So I think it's different. I mean, when I did play-by-play at the Olympics, I did it two ways. Once I did it at the International Broadcast Center, and I did it off a monitor. Another time when I did luge, I was at the track. I just feel like you get more of the atmosphere and the sense for what it's like right there when a broadcaster is present. I think there is a difference.
Well, there's also, too, if you're at the game, you can see things that you're not at the mercy of the broadcast camera.
Right.
Like, there are times where if you're at the game, you're going to notice something that people that aren't watching on TV. Like, one of the things that I noticed during, the Kobe's career, the 10 years that I covered, is he argued with refs more than a lot of fans realized because they were watching just the broadcast.
Yes.
And you don't see him hanging back. And that's just something off the top of my head.
Yeah, just an item.
But there are many things that you will see if you're actually at the game calling it that you're not going to see if you're only working off the broadcast.
Right. And I mean, if you're there, you get a sense, like, for example, this was the end of the Celtics-Lakers game last week.
And that's a final.
See, I feel like we get the vibe at that point.
Yeah.
I think you do get the emotion. You get the feeling of it. You get the more excitement. I think there is a difference. I'm surprised that Apple would not pay for announcers to actually be at games. That seems very cheap.
Well,
to
I
me.
think what they're deciding is ultimately the property itself matters more than the presentation of the property, which makes a lot of sense. Like, look at Tom Brady.
Yes.
Broadcasting. I think we can all agree. He's not that good.
Nah, he's fine.
not very good.
He's fine.
But the idea of having Brady as a part of your thing matters more than Brady's presentation of it.
Right.
It's an additive thing.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys, we talked earlier this year. The SNL 50 Years of Music came out on Monday.
Oh,
and
it's so good.
It's pretty
Have
good.
you seen it yet?
I have. It's on Peacock now. You could go watch
Questlove directed it.
Yeah,
right, so that's
it's
actually
really good.
I saw an interview today of Questlove talking about it, and he talked about his preparation for making the 50 years. And he said over a 3-year prep time, he watched every single episode of SNL, over 900 episodes.
Really?
In a 3-year period. So it kind of got me thinking, is there any show that you could watch consistently like that? That's the only show you watch for a 3-year period, just this one.
For a 3-year period?
For a 3-year period.
No. Could not do that. Could you watch one show for 3? I mean, the only one I can think of that I did dive in like that, for about 3 months, I watched Game of Thrones almost nonstop. Because I joined it in season... I started watching in season 6, and I had to go back and watch the first 5 seasons. So that's one where I dove in and got completely absorbed in a show. That's probably the closest I've been.
I mean, there are several shows that I've rewatched the entire series maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But the idea of that being your only show. Flip side, though, is with 50 years of SNL, like, how many musical guests is that? Like thousands?
Yeah.
That's really just watching it once.
Right.
Just over 3 years. Like, that'll occupy 3 years just going through it one time.
Yeah. I mean, Saturday Night Live is just a landmark show. Not everybody gets it. Ireland and I came up exactly when the show was starting out. And we were talking about this, by the way, of the original cast. Because like Bobby Moynihan was on the Culture Pop podcast this week. He's going to be at the 50th anniversary. But if you think about the original cast, Lorraine Newman, Dan Aykroyd,
Jane Curtin.
Is Garrett Moore still alive?
I think he's not.
He's not? I'm trying to think of the people from the original cast that are still alive.
Aykroyd
for sure.
Aykroyd's still alive.
Lorraine Newman is definitely still alive. You know who her daughter is?
Garrett Morris is still alive.
Garrett Morris
87.
still alive.
I wasn't sure.
You know who Lorraine Newman's daughter is?
No.
Hannah Einbinder from Hacks, who plays... Do you watch Hacks?
No.
Oh, she's great. She got nominated for a bunch of awards and stuff. She's excellent. It's Lorraine Newman's daughter. Yeah, I mean, I think...
Chevy Chase is still alive.
Chevy Chase...
I mean, he's alive.
Yeah, I mean...
he is technically alive.
Angry.
Yeah, he's angry
alive
as hell.
and pissed off at everybody. But I don't think...
Nobody likes him.
Can you have a 50th anniversary? Oh, Bill Murray.
He's not an original cast member, though.
Oh, that's right. He came on. Well, was Chevy Chase an original cast member?
Yeah. Bill Murray replaced Chevy Chase.
Oh, okay.
And remember, they famously had a fight when Chevy Chase came back as the guest host.
Right.
And the two of them brawled in a dressing room.
Nice. Chevy's...
Nobody likes Chevy
making
Chase.
friends
At all.
everywhere. But don't you have to have him on the 50th anniversary show?
Yeah.
You got to,
do.
right? He's going to yell at somebody and get pissed off.
Is he not invited?
Oh, no. I have no knowledge of...
Yeah, it's...
I would imagine the entire audience is going to be people that were cast members.
I mean, Belushi is definitely gone. Gilda Radner, definitely gone. I'm trying to think of anybody else we're missing.
Garrett Morris is here.
He's alive. Jane Curtin.
Jane Curtin is still with us.
Still with us. Dan Aykroyd's still with us.
Garrett
Chevy
Morris,
Chase still
Lorraine
with
Newman,
us.
Gilda Radner's gone. Yeah. So of the surviving original cast, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Jane Curtin, Garrett Morris, Lorraine Newman.
Okay. So most of them are still here.
Most of them still with us, and I would imagine they'll play a prominent role in that. And, I'm incredibly excited for the anniversary show.
I really want to see that music documentary. I mean, the musical history of SNL
Oh, it's on.
in and of itself.
Have you watched any of them?
No.
Oh, there's one. The one on writing is really good. It's shocking how many people are actually writing on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, a lot
big...
of the actors on the show either began as writers or used to write sketches even while they were actors.
I thought the extent of it was like Will Ferrell walking in and saying, "Hey, I got an idea. I'll be a cheerleader."
Oh, no.
No, it's much more. It's much more going into that. By the way, Will Ferrell has a brand new movie out. That's a good reason to bring Will Ferrell on the show, Bergman. Brand new movie out, streaming on Prime, him and Reese Witherspoon. He's doing a lot of press.
Sure.
That did not sound like confident.
Oh, yeah, because probably not confident. I can ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Most likely, you're not going to get any of these people from me.
I'm going to call Will
We need
Ferrell.
to wait the 3 weeks till Laura's back.
I'm going to text Will Ferrell.
Go ahead. Do
Yeah.
it. Do it.
Do it.
What's
Do
up,
it.
Foo?
All right, coming up next Friday, I want to do the thing with the hair. Andy, you tweeted out a picture of yourself with luscious locks. Did you see it, Brian?
I'll take a look right now.
Yeah, take a look at it. Andy had a lot of hair back in the day. And there was a conversation involving Bill Burr about hair that I want to touch on coming up next. Then we got Game of Games. Then we got Lakers Wizards. 2:30 is the pregame, followed by a 5 o'clock tip. Michael Thompson, John Ireland with the call. Michael Thompson on his 70th birthday. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Are you ready for a party? Oh, party! This Saturday at Cosm, Los Angeles. It's the Michelob Ultra official Lakers watch party. Join Beto Duran broadcasting live for Lakers pre-half and post, a Lakers photo op with the championship trophy, and experience watching Lakers Knicks tip off at 5:30 p.m. and feel like you're at MSG. That's Saturday at Cosm, LA. Go to ESPNLA.com, click on the Michelob Ultra graphic, and register to reserve your spot with ESPN LA.
This is attorney Joseph S. Normand. I'm deeply saddened by the devastation caused by the fires in our community. If you've suffered losses due to the Eaton wildfire, you may be entitled to file a compensation claim. These are complex claims. It's crucial to have an experienced legal team on your side. Please don't hesitate to call me anytime at 213-747-2000, 213-747-2000, or normandlegal.com.
Hey, it's DeMarco. I know a thing or two about Super Bowls. I've been there, won that. If you want to experience the big game like a pro, Absolute Sport has you covered. From premium tickets to exclusive parties to first-class accommodations, their Super Bowl packages are the MVP of the fan experience. Don't sit on the sidelines. Be a part of the action. Go to us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport to lock in your spot. Absolute Sport, it's how champions watch the Super Bowl.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey, John Ireland here. If you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a cash offer, no need for repairs. They buy as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close in days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station. It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Brand new Culture Pop podcast came out today. Jamie Beth, who's a music analyst from Chicago, says that this will be the record of the year. It is
Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. It's eponymous. Is
Yes.
that the correct term?
No,
It's everywhere.
no. Eponymous would be if her album was called Sabrina Carpenter. You mean ubiquitous?
Ubiquitous. There you go. It is everywhere. That's what I was looking for. Oh, hey, John Ireland's here. What's up, man?
What's happening?
All's good. We're just talking. I was just going to bring this up. In Vegas right now, the betting odds are that if Miles Turner gets traded, it will be to the Lakers. To me, he is a perfect fit, although Mark Stein says Indiana is reluctant to trade him. The Lakers have been linked to him since, I don't know, since forever ago.
Since 1978?
Yeah, basically. Basically.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, but I never think anything's happening until it happens. It's just so hard to make a trade now.
Hey, John, we're having technical stuff, so we're going to pot you down. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. We'll fix it. John, we'll fix it definitely by the time we get to pregame. I think. Miles Turner, what do you think, Andy?
I think he'd be an awesome fit. I would be surprised if the Pacers were looking to move him unless they've just decided that they don't want to extend him this offseason.
Right.
So they're trying to get ahead of that. But the Pacers are an organization that generally does not tank. They don't rebuild like from the ground up. They
Right.
like to be competitive. They're playing well right now, and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Well, why do you think there are even odds for him moving?
Well, I mean, to induce action.
Yeah, but does anybody really bet on those things?
We're right now investigating the betting habits
of
around
Terry Rozier's
yeah, that's
game.
True.
Yeah.
Like Jonte Porter had action on him.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It makes there's action on it because, like you said, the Lakers have been linked to Miles Turner for a couple of years. There's been some reporting from like Dan Wojcicki and I believe like Anthony Irwin that the Lakers are interested in Miles Turner if he's available. That's enough to get betting action going.
Okay, so in the abstract, what would to me he's a perfect fit. What do you think? In the abstract, forget about everything you give away to get him, etc. As a player for the Lakers,
if you are looking for a center or a big that you can pair up with Anthony Davis, that makes sense on both sides of the ball and allows Anthony Davis to finally get more time at power forward, which is apparently a very big deal to Anthony Davis. Miles Turner is as good a guy as you're going to find in the league. He's also only 29, so he fits with the idea of helping now, helping for the next several years.
And he's also definitely a stretch five.
Yeah.
I mean, he shoots 40% from three.
He and AD could be interchangeable on both sides of the ball. Like, again, if you are looking to appease AD with the whole I want to be a 4, not a 5 thing, Miles Turner would be really
You think
helpful.
that's just appeasing AD, huh? You don't actually think that the Lakers would be better with a big? No.
Well, no, it's a separate question. Do I think they need an upgrade over Jackson Hayes behind Anthony Davis? Yes, 100%.
But you don't like the idea of a big playing alongside AD with AD at the 4?
It would have to be a really, really good center because Anthony Davis is one of the best centers in the league, period. And when you play Anthony Davis at the 5, it allows you to get more of your best players on the floor because he's your best player. You put him out there, you get four of your more skilled guys. If you're adding a center out there just so AD can play 4, that means you're losing one of your best players that you can put on the floor the most, and also you're making LeBron more of a defensive wing.
Right. For me, part of it is just to make AD a little happier. You know, if he's Momo uses this, is he 10% happier? Is he 20% happier? Whatever that is, great. I think it makes sense. When I see, the moment AD leaves the floor, the paint is completely.
But that's a separate issue, though, from whether or not AD should be playing the 4 more, and you need a center to do that. You need a better center than Jackson Hayes.
Right.
That's a different question.
Explain.
Because you can get a better backup to Anthony Davis, have that guy out there for 15 minutes a night doing a better job protecting the lane.
Okay. So you're talking, but you're talking about that's more in the line of Jonas Valanciunas.
Sure. Yeah. Or like Nick Richards, who got moved to the Suns.
Right.
He would have been perfect to me.
Right.
Like, because you could play him a little bit with AD if you wanted to, but he's a much better player than Jackson Hayes. And he can guard the lane and he can rebound. Like, that's what you really need, independent of what AD wants.
Right.
What AD wants is a separate question than what's actually best for the team.
Right. So you think the best for the team is AD stay at the 5?
Unless it's a really good center. Like, how many centers are out there?
Well, would Miles Turner do it?
Miles Turner would be worth it.
Yes.
I think Miles Turner is basically the baseline. Or like Walker Kessler, but I truly don't think he's available.
I really don't. Everything I'm reading is he's not going to be available from Utah.
Why would Utah
trade a 23-year-old center?
Right. Like, it's almost a red flag.
He leads the league in offensive rebounding, and he's second in the league in blocks. Why would you move him?
To me, if Utah's willing to move him, unless they're getting like 4
first-round
picks.
They must want just a boatload of stuff.
Or they know internally, it's kind of smoke and mirrors. Like, he's really not that great. Or he's a pain in the ass. Or whatever. Like, it's a red flag to me if they want to move him.
Right. All right, I want to do one last thing here before we get to Game of Games. I saw Bill Burr, who's a very, very funny comic.
He is funny.
He was on with Rich Eisen, and so those two guys sit together, and this is the way Bill Burr opens the conversation.
You want to go half on Turkish hair plugs? I feel like one of the last two guys keeping it real out here.
We were talking this the other day. Like, I could see a bunch of guys on the air. I know it's fake. I know it's completely
but
fake.
no, they're getting good, though.
They are, but
you
I
can
can
jump
still
in
tell.
multiple pools now with the hair plugs that they got going on.
One year, I was thinking of getting it. It was about 10 years ago, at least. I was thinking about it. And Marshall Falk says, I know a guy down in San Diego.
I got a guy.
That's what they got a guy. You know what I mean with my guy? I'm like, I know. It's not a fly-by-night real thing. So I called the doctor's office. I set up a FaceTime.
Did they draw on your head? Did you get that far?
Anything.
Did you get that far?
Did not. Here's how it started. Doctor gets on the phone. I'm waiting for him 5 minutes. I'm on a FaceTime just thinking, really, am I going to just hear waiting? I'm thinking of even just hanging up. He gets on. He looks at me and he goes, oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, by the way, the one thing he said there that I completely agree with, you know the people that have done. And by the way, I don't think that's a big issue. I mean, good for you. If it makes you feel better about yourself, do it. But I can see it too. Can you see it, Andy?
Oh, 100%. You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah.
No, there's one person that we know that works at this company.
Whose name will not be spoken.
No, not be spoken. But was that with you? I think
no, it was Ireland.
It was Ireland and someone else.
Ben Lyons.
Yeah, that's right. It just said like, "Oh, your hair looks great."
Yes,
and it was absolutely.
It was absolutely not. Yeah.
Was it a rug or was it plugs?
A toothpick? One or the other.
Maybe one of those snap-on things. Don't they do like the snap-on hair?
They had buttons underneath.
Do you remember? Do they still do the snap-on hair? They just take a piece of hair and they snap it to your head?
Yeah.
Is that still going on?
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But that was a very, very funny moment because Ireland was like, no, don't do that.
No.
We weren't on YouTube at that point.
No, at that point, you would have seen it. You would have seen it. Yeah. Bill Burr is just hilarious. By the way, he also talked about the Super Bowl. Here's Bill Burr talking about the Chiefs.
I don't think it's fixed. I think it's massaged. There's definitely more back rubs on one side than the other. I mean, I don't know. Like, dude, you know what kills me was when I watched the NBA in 2000. I was going like, this is fixed. This is fixed.
Well, at times it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
but then they do the Oswald thing. They blame it on one guy.
Right.
Part of you, Bill Burr, thinks that when Allen's stepping into the line of scrimmage in a 4th down and short, and he's called and he's barely making it to the line of scrimmage, just a little past it. Maybe he's got the first down, maybe he doesn't.
And maybe one guy says it is a first down, and the other guy says it isn't. You know which way it's going to go.
Somebody's sitting there going, "Here's my chance to get that massage." Like, is that what you're saying? Because again, that's.
I just think where is the money? Like, come on, man. They got all the stars. They got Taylor Swift. I mean, that's going to be a lot. Like, it's a business. Why are they an entertainment league? Why aren't they a sports league?
I think what he says at the very beginning is what I like.
I don't think it's fixed. I think it's massaged.
It's massaged. And I think that's exactly what's going on. I'm not saying I don't believe that the games are rigged. I don't believe in the script. I don't believe anything's fixed. But I do think if there's a questionable call in the Super Bowl next Sunday, it's likely to go Kansas City's way because it will be massaged.
So, like Rich says, though, that means that after that call, he's like, "Ooh, I can get my payday this way, or I can get my massage this right now."
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they're thinking.
You don't think they massage calls in the game?
No.
See, I do.
I think they're.
I think
they do go there. It happens with stars and all that kind of stuff.
You don't think that first down call, Josh Allen on the sneak?
We've talked about this first down
but do you
call so
not
much.
think it was massaged?
I don't.
It was
I don't think
absolutely
he
massaged.
actually made it.
No, it was a full-on massage.
Full massage. I don't believe that.
Full-on massage.
I don't think those calls were as bad as we're making them.
Yeah,
not
not a Justin Tucker one, a different one. Just a general massage. All right, we're going to do some game of games. Ladies and gentlemen, whose game is it today?
It's my game.
Bergman's game.
And I'm stuck between 2 games.
You've written 2 games?
So I have one from
Combine
last
them
year that
together.
could still totally work, and I have one that I wrote yesterday.
Okay.
So you guys can just choose which one you want.
I choose the new.
The new?
Because otherwise, I probably remember all the answers
No,
from the one
absolutely
you
you
did
will
last
not.
year. No, not at all.
you won't. But
Now, did we reconnect with John? Is he going to be able
he
to play?
is not. He has left the building
Oh, he
for a
left
little
the
while.
entire
He
building?
left as soon as it didn't work for 3 seconds. He left.
Yeah, that
sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That tracks. All right, Game of Games is next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA
Laker
app.
fans, Saturday night, join me at Cosm LA, right next to SoFi Stadium. It's a Lakers-Knicks watch party. Come hang out. They're going to have an NBA trophy you can take pictures with, food, drink specials. It's an amazing experience. Get your tickets right here.
From Sunrise to Tampa, the Kings have traveled across the state of Florida to battle the Tampa Bay Lightning. Drew Doughty made his season debut last night for LA and didn't miss a beat.
Felt amazing, honestly. But early on, that's the most nervous I've been playing in a hockey game at first shift, probably since, honestly, my first NHL game. Just, like, no matter how much you practice and get that work in, nothing's like the speed of a real game. You know, there's stuff moving all over the place, and you got to make plays quick. So I got better as the game went on personally. Felt better and more comfortable, and honestly, by the third, I felt completely like myself.
It's the Kings and the Lightning, tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific on the all-new ESPN LA app.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Damon.
And we want to buy your house.
Let Sellers Advantage show you how we can give.
Hey guys, it's Mina Kimes, host of the Mina Kimes Show featuring Lenny, here to tell you about a live podcast taping I am doing in Los Angeles Monday, February 3rd, right before the Super Bowl. I am joined by Greg Rosenthal, Jordan Rodriguez, Chris Ryan, Andy Greenwald, and the Rams' own Kobe Turner. 100% of your ticket proceeds go to wildfire relief here in Los Angeles. Check it out, minapodlive.com.
Start streaming more touchdowns, more hurdles, more action. Just a tremendous play. NFL Plus has you covered. Stream the NFL postseason and Super Bowl 56 live on mobile. Touchdown! Plus, stay connected throughout the offseason with special coverage of the NFL Scouting Combine, NFL Draft, and more. Let's go! Yeah! Subscribe today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Empower. Tim collects bobbleheads. A lot of bobbleheads. Baseball bobbleheads. Race car bobbleheads. Little chihuahua bobbleheads. He's got an entire room strictly for bobbleheads. Does he need them? No. Is his wife mad about it? A little. But Tim works with Empower, and he got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Ooh, horse bobblehead. Classy, Tim. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It's Game of Games time. Beto, you're playing today? Beto's in the game. Brian's in the game. Andy's in the game. I'm in the game. And it's Bergman's game. Love it.
Can I use this one? I'm just going to use this Morongo, by the way.
Yeah.
So I hope nobody cares. All right, so the game today is about puzzles.
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 Okay. Oh, it's National Puzzle Day. I noticed that.
Yes, it was National Puzzle Day, so this is all about puzzles. But I got to just do this real fast. Mace, Andy, Beto, Brian. Okay, now I'm ready to go.
Live scoring.
All right, so I have a bunch of facts. Tell me if they're true or I made them up. It's pretty simple. Number one, the first puzzle was created by a map maker in 1760 that was teaching geography to young children. He pasted a map on a piece of wood, cut it into pieces, and had them put it together. Is that true or false, Mace?
False.
Andy?
False.
Beto?
True.
And Brian?
I like true.
The answer is true.
Yeah. Really?
Well, absolutely
It
true.
wasn't until 1700s that somebody invented a puzzle?
1760 was the very first.
That just seems like a lot of work cutting up wood. Like
Yeah,
that.
you had to paste the map on top of it. Yeah, it was a whole crazy thing.
Okay. Wow.
All right, number two. Puzzles were originally called a deconstructed atlas. Is that true or false, Andy?
False.
Beto?
What do you want, Brian? I'm going to do exactly what you want.
No, you're next, Beto.
Oh.
You get to choose.
Tell me something, Brian.
No, it's your turn. It's not Brian's turn.
False.
False.
I like false here, too.
And Mace.
I like false.
It is false. It was actually a dissected map, is what it was called. A dissected map.
Yeah, damn it. First jigsaw puzzle was 1762.
Yeah.
That seems
fact
very
checking?
late.
What,
I
are
would've
you
thought-
really fact
I would
checking
have
me?
thought the Greeks and the
Yeah,
Romans.
hey,
would have
whoa,
invented
whoa.
that a long
Complaining
time-
right there.
I'm
He's
not
complaining.
You're
not
fact
complaining.
checking my
No,
game?
just curiosity. Just
He
curiosity.
didn't believe you, Bert.
I
I just
believe
told you
you.
the answer.
Wow.
I thought it might have
now
been.
you have answers in front of you?
I
This
thought
is
it'd been
kinda
a
messed
mini
up.
potpourri.
No, this is not. I am not Pepe Montilla.
Okay.
Jean-Jacques Gabor.
Yes.
It should be.
Great
All right,
spelling.
Number three. The Guinness record for fastest construction of a 250-piece puzzle is held by a 15-year-old named Deepika Ravichandran. I don't know if I said that anywhere near right, but that Deepika. Beto.
False. It wasn't her.
Brian.
True.
Mace.
True.
Andy.
True.
True is the right answer. And Beto, you finally missed one there.
What's your first name? Topeka? Like
Deepika. Deepika.
Okay. Congratulations, Sewer.
Google that. Fact check it, please.
Yeah, I want you to fact check me again. Fact check me again. You
Topeka
lose all your points.
puzzle.
All right, Brian 3, Mace 2, Andy 2, Beto 2. Number 4, Deepika finished that puzzle in 13 minutes and 7 seconds. Is that true or false, Brian?
False.
Mace.
False.
Andy.
True.
Beto.
True.
It is true. And now Andy, Beto, and Brian all have 3.
Damn.
Not doing so hot, Mace.
250-piece puzzle in how long?
13 minutes. Wait, where is it? 13 minutes and 7 seconds.
It's like 30 seconds apiece or
Yeah,
something.
that is serious.
Really, really good. All right, Paul Lawrence, also known as the Enigma, is the first human jigsaw puzzle and has 2,123 pieces tattooed on his face and body. Is that true or false, Mace?
Seems like somebody would probably do that. Yes, true.
Andy.
False.
Beto.
That's true. He's Italian.
Brian.
True.
It is true. Absolutely true. So Andy, you missed that one.
The
Now,
illustrated man.
yeah, that's it. Are you really fact checking me again?
Wow! Another point. Take it
No,
off.
all I said was he's the illustrated
Oh, okay.
man.
I didn't thought you were fact checking.
No,
me
it's just a
again.
little gag there.
What are we
Emily
Going
got
over
it.
here.
Yeah.
She thinks everything you do is funny.
I love Emily. She's the best.
Best producer ever.
Yeah.
All right,
She's
3 left. There's only 8 of these. So
Yep.
number 6. Right now it's Brian 4, Beto 4, Andy 3, Mace 3. Number 6. 105.8 million puzzles are sold annually in the United States alone. Andy, is that true or false?
Wait, 105?
105.8 million.
True.
Wow.
True. Beto.
False.
Brian.
True.
Mace.
True.
It is false. Beto's the only one to get that. It's 1.8 billion.
No!
1.8 billion?
1.8
I don't even know.
billion.
I don't know anybody who's done a puzzle in a really long time. Who is buying these?
The pandemic, I did a lot of puzzles.
Oh, did you really?
I do a lot of
Target
puzzles.
sells like those 20 pieces where you just.
You're also
little
not
kids.
around kids.
Oh, right.
yeah,
kids.
kids
love-
Kids,
Yeah,
sure.
Kids and old people.
Kids love
Yeah.
puzzles. 1.8 billion. That's
I
a
thought
lot.
it would be less.
All right, there's only 2 left, so Beto, you have to go first here. You're in the
No
lead.
problem, I got you.
Number 7. The study and science of puzzles, mathematical, word, or logic-oriented, is called enigmatology. Is that true or false?
No, it's false.
All right, we'll go with Brian next.
False.
Yeah.
Mace?
Do I have to go true?
You do.
I will go true.
Andy?
Do I have
You
to?
have to go true. So you are, God, you did. You are back in this. It is true, 100% true. Enigmatology is the study of puzzles.
Enigmatology.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to Google that.
As you should, you jerk.
You got it right. Don't Google it.
Yeah, I know. True.
Number 8. And again, Beto, you have to go first, and everybody else has to go the opposite.
True.
Is that what you're not going to hear the question?
He's going with true.
Yeah, I'll go with
The
true.
man has answered true.
The creator teacher of enigmatology is taught at Indiana University by Will Shortz, and there's only one degree holder, Will Shortz himself. Is that true or false?
Very true.
True.
Go
So-
Hoosiers.
So everybody else.
It's so
false.
specific, and it's probably true.
It is 100%
Yeah.
true. He's the only one. So Beto gets to win. It's 2 points. It's worth 2. Do you want the?
He answered it without hearing the question. That is so Beto, isn't it?
It is
We
very.
go
By the
This
way,
is like-
it's
we
shorts
go this
with a
is
Z.
Yeah, Shorts with a Z.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
fact
Shorts with a
checking
Z.
me?
Well, now I want to know. I mean, we already declared Beto the winner. It doesn't
Right.
matter. But Will Shorts, it's with a Z.
And
Yep.
that's how you crash a show, baby.
Yeah, you got
Do
it,
you want
man.
the tiebreaker?
That's his given
Yeah,
name.
please.
All right,
False.
tiebreaker. The world's most difficult puzzle is a two-sided puzzle of Dalmatians, and you have to match the front and back at the same time.
Stop
Ooh. How many pieces is this puzzle?
Oh, I thought the question
Closest.
was that true or false.
Oh, how many pieces is
Yeah.
how big? do
This
we
is
have a
true.
Square
True.
footage amount? or-
No.
we don't.
So
We
it's
just
the
have-
front
Pick a-
and
pick
the
a-
back
yeah.
of Dalmatians.
Yeah, it's all Dalmatians, and both sides are the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
both sides.
Two-sided puzzle pieces.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And how many are there?
How many pieces are in that puzzle?
5,000.
5,000 from Beto.
I'm going to say 13,005.
13,005. Okay. Andy.
I'm gonna go.
Pick a weird number.
2250.
2250. And Brian.
25,000.
25,000.
Did 12,005 win?
No, the winner, because they went the least amount of over, is Andy.
Right.
It's 529. It's not
really?
some like crazy.
Oh,
easy
man, you made it sound like the most difficult puzzle. in
It
the
is.
history
It
of
is the most
world.
difficult puzzle
It's
in the
two-sided.
world, and it's only 529 pieces.
Yeah, I don't get the patience for it. There,
I
although when
love
I was
puzzles.
growing up, there always used to be a puzzle on the dining room table, and you'd walk
Congrats,
by
Beto.
and say, put a piece here, put
Smoke
a piece there.
cigarettes and
yeah,
doing all that
exactly,
stuff.
If it's
exactly.
like a two-side, do you have to like mount the puzzle up?
Yeah,
and
how
then-
would you even
No,
do
no,
it?
no. Like it's on, you just look at both sides, and you have to figure out which is the right side.
Oh,
It's
man,
very
that's-
difficult.
that's a
pain
stoner
in the
thing right
ass.
there.
The thing's gonna fall apart.
No.
Yeah,
when
it
you're
is.
flipping it around.
It is enigmatology.
Enigmatology.
Hey, take one of those
Study
at Cappy's
puzzles.
house.
Yeah,
For Super Bowl.
Oh,
See?
for
Again,
Super Bowl.
Look at you guys fact checking. I don't put
That is
lies out there.
disrespectful of Bergman.
That's
Well,
very
no, I'm just.
disrespectful.
It's not.
Good game, Berg.
It's curiosity more than anything
Okay.
else. That's all.
Really?
I would
Laura
have
would say,
thought the Romans and the Greeks had invented jigsaw puzzles long before 1776.
I was looking
or
up. It was,
whenever
it was something like 1900 when it was actually the first jigsaw where they actually made it into the jigsaw shape. It was. I did a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
you
research
did
on
did a lot of
puzzles
work on it.
yesterday.
I don't
Effort right
question
there.
you.
That's effort. That's energy.
All right, who's going to play? Who's not going to play? A lot of questionables on tonight's Lakers roster. Beto is going to have that coming up for you, along with Michael Thompson on his 70th birthday. Now, will you celebrate Beto his 70th birthday in some way?
The entire show. As Michael would say, this game's in the fridge. Why are we talking about it? Don't even bring up the Wizards. Okay, so we're doing a lot of, on this day in history.
Yep.
We're going to break down Michael Thompson's astrological sign.
Oh, wow.
We're going to read back to him who he is.
Oh, damn.
And then we're going to ask him for money.
This is fantastic.
Way better than talking about the Wizards.
Yeah.
6 wins.
Lakers, Wizards tonight. Worst team in the league. Go Lakers. See you tomorrow at 1. Ireland will be back. See you tomorrow at noon. Ireland will be back. 7:10 ESPN.